Yeah. What's popping? I already started my snacking pre-stream. We got the best flavor I've had so far of my ice cream, the cookies and cream cheesecake flavor. Super valid. We're doing something today that we have not done in quite a while on the broadcast. We're doing not just some reacts, but we are doing some true crime, because the GOAT of true crime, JCS Criminal Psychology, uploaded a week-ish ago. And then we're gonna see where we want to go from there. We're gonna watch that. Watch some other videos. Maybe stick with true crime. Maybe just unrelated videos. Gonna just kind of fucking wing it. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start up in a few. But we can just chill for a minute before we get into the video. How are we feeling tonight, fellas? After the music's done with this loop, we're gonna get into the video. Oh. Holy fuck. It's too fucking good, chat. It's too fucking good. Oh my god, I'm coming. Alright, let me calm down a little bit. Water? I didn't fill my fucking water before stream. I'm such a fucking idiot. Alright. We are watching new JCS Criminal Psychology video. From April 3rd, so it was 3 days ago, not a week ago. I'm tripping. Let me move my face cam. Husband tries to act his way out of a murder charge.
According to CBS News, 50-year-old stay-at-home husband David Tronis desperately wanted to appear on reality television. In late April of 2018, he managed to secure himself a spot on the show Zombie House Flipping, where he would be featured renovating his newly bought house with his then-wife, 39-year-old financial consultant Shanti Cooper. The only problem was that Shanti wasn't nearly as interested in being on TV, so she refused to sign off on the program, which resulted in David beating and then strangling her to death in the early hours of the following morning. He called 911 roughly 12 hours later at 3:51 p.m.
Hello? Okay, listen to me.
That's his David, by the way. I think you guys will figure that
Police and paramedics soon arrived at the residence, where they were met with a hysterical David performing CPR on Shanti in the living room. His immediate explanation was that he found her lying unconscious in a partially filled bathtub, bleeding from the nose and mouth. He was then taken to the police station as a witness, where they swapped out his blood-stained clothing for a custody suit. He was also given a water, a blanket, and a box of tissues, then taken to room 6, where he was reassured that someone would be right with him to answer his questions, which wasn't entirely true. He was left in there by himself for 4 hours and 9 minutes before he knocked on the door to use the bathroom.
4 hours and 9 minutes. Holy fuck.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to bother you. May I go to
what's
the
up?
bathroom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
It wouldn't take a genius to recognize that David's behavior is already suspicious. Ask
He doesn't
yourself if you'd be
seem
acting
so
like this in the
fucking-
scenario.
He doesn't seem too depressed. Yo, what's up, Neon? He doesn't seem too depressed, considering his wife is dead. We're watching this guy brutally murdered his wife and is trying to play it off. Yeah, we haven't done a react stream in a while. I'm excited. I don't have anything else to do, and I didn't want to do two no stream days, and I have nothing to stream. There are no games that I'm interested in streaming that I am interested in streaming solo. Like Warzone, I want to play, not solo. Repo, obviously I'm always down to play, not solo. And I don't have anybody to stream with today. So, your dinner was banging. What'd you have? Because we're getting people in here, we could have a little chat before we continue the video. I'll back it up a little bit. Schedule will be fire. I heard good things about that game. I mean, I only watched gameplay for the very early parts of it. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's for me. I don't know. I don't love it too much. I call it boy dinner, steak and potatoes with a white monster. The white monster, you lost me a little bit. But what form of potatoes? We talking mashed potatoes? Because if so, hell yeah. I mean, most forms of potatoes are great, but that's the best form of potatoes in general, especially with steak. Also, what cut of steak? Also, how do you have your steak cooked? It's $20. That's not too bad. I've considered it, and I will continue to consider it, but I wouldn't count on it because I've seen gameplay, and I just don't know if I would love it. It seems funny, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot for a stream. I could always refund it if I don't like it. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, the game is banging right now, so maybe I just got a bad first impression from what I was watching. Cubed and fried potatoes, okay. Petite sirloin steak, medium rare. Type shit. Medium rare is the way to go. Also, sirloin's great. Sirloin's a very good cut. Alright, so basically, this guy right here really wanted to be on reality TV. And he got himself a gig on a house renovation show. But his wife wasn't too keen on the whole reality TV thing. So she denied her appearing, I think, or something along those lines. And he strangled her to death. I'm assuming the overreaction was maybe because her not agreeing made it so he couldn't be on the show. But even then, obviously, it's ridiculous. Obviously, it's fucking murder. And he's trying to play it off. So they have him sit in the waiting room for 4 hours. And he seems far too casual considering he found his wife, dead. So that's where we are right now.
That's like so random. Like, is this
Would you watch Code Blue Cam ever? That sounds familiar. What is that? Is that like police body cam stuff?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to bother you. May I go to
what's
the
up?
bathroom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
It wouldn't take a genius to recognize that
Body
David's
cams? Yeah, I'd be down to
behavior is
watch
already
something like that.
suspicious. Ask yourself.
After we get through this video, because I'm assuming it won't be the full stream length, it'll probably take a while. It's a decently long video. But we're going to watch a few more videos, maybe unrelated videos, but we might do some more true crime stuff. Maybe we could pull up that channel if we don't have anything else to watch. But I'd be down to do reacts to that channel at some point for sure.
More about Brown.
I got ice cream on my finger. All right.
It wouldn't take a genius to recognize that David's behavior is already suspicious. Ask yourself if you'd be acting like this in the scenario he's claiming to be in. You find your significant other unresponsive in a bathtub. Then police leave you in a cold room for 4 hours without telling you anything. You might just ask someone, what the hell is going on? Or what the status of your wife is. And you probably wouldn't be all that polite and apologetic for just trying to use the bathroom. He returns from the bathroom and sits there for another 3 minutes. The detectives will now enter the room to commence the interrogation. The time is 9:08 p.m.
Sir,
Hey.
I'm Detective Sprague. Can I get your first name?
First name is David.
David?
good.
Okay. We're gonna grab another chair.
Okay.
Did you need something?
I was just asking for a bottle of water.
Okay, we can grab you.
Thank you.
Have you been to the restroom?
I just want.
You just want, okay, how about anything else? Anything else?
I'm starving. A cracker or just something.
You would
Just
need
with some
both.
salt, right?
Did you eat lunch? I did not eat lunch.
Don't be fooled by the detective's disposition. They're already certain that David has committed either first or second-degree murder, but they don't quite have enough evidence to place him under arrest, which is why they need a confession. David, at this moment, is still free to walk out of that police station, so the detectives will keep the tone sympathetic and non-confrontational for the time being to keep him on that chair. They'll afford him the false belief they are buying into his act as the grieving husband, but as soon as he gives them his initial version of events, the pressure will rapidly accelerate, in a manner that David is in no way anticipating.
What would you like to eat? And I'll run down.
I'm preemptively liking this video just because JCS is the fucking goat.
Just something simple. Just like saltines or peanut butter crackers.
Anything like that? Okay, that's not a problem. We'll be right back.
I'm cleaning the fucking spoon up right now.
Here's your water, buddy.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I can take that one.
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
On that note, since I have to throw this ice cream tub out, I'm gonna fill my water as well. So, if y'all don't mind giving me about 30 seconds, I will be right back. Usually I just let the video play, but I'm only gonna be gone for like 30 seconds, so there's not gonna be much for you guys to be waiting. So just give me 1 sec while I toss this and throw this in the sink. I'll be right back. And fill my water bottle. Ooh.
Yep, someone was right below me. Oh! Oh! No! There he is. That's the virtuosity South we all know and love. I'm sorry.
Alright. Man, my fucking shoulder is going to be killing me tomorrow.
What?
I was playing flag football today. I was guarding for my my QB. I don't want to call it O-line because it wasn't really a line, but I was blocking the rushers, the blitzers. And they were huge, bro. You guys can tell this about me.
One nice guy.
I think Valorant is the answer to that question, Neon. You guys can tell I'm a small guy. Well, not small, but I'm a skinny guy. I'm small for my height. These motherfuckers are about my height. Big motherfuckers. And I'm using my body weight to block these motherfuckers.
No fuck.
Leaning my everything into these guys, trying to get them from getting to my quarterback. Man, they fucked me up. I did an okay job, but they fucked me up while I was doing that okay job. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow. It feels fine right now. It hurt when it happened, and it's probably gonna be hurting in the morning. I could tell you that much. I had a nasty reception, though, in that game. Caught that ball, spun off a defender, and then I spun like into 2 other defenders. But I got a couple extra yards out of that spin, so I'll take it. Anyway, let's resume the video. You're getting rammed by big sweaty men. Oh, they weren't that sweaty. I was getting rammed by big, moderately damp men, I think is how I phrase it. Anyway.
Okay, is that good? Okay, all right. I'm with you. I haven't eaten since this morning. I'm sorry this is taking so long. You are David, I believe? Okay, all right. I'm Detective Teresa Sprague.
That
and this
low-key
is-
might be worse. I don't think so. If you're getting rammed by big men, would you rather them be like sopping wet in sweat or just like moderately damp? I think moderately damp isn't worse.
Detective Barb McClelland. First of all, on behalf of the Atlanta Police Department, we want to say how sorry we are for your loss.
So this is the first, out of a total 11, of David's fake cries. Their intensity level will peak about halfway through this video, during some of the more embarrassing performances you're ever likely to witness on
Oh,
the
no.
internet. But from that
Oh,
moment
he's
on, you'll
bad at it? This is okay. But he's going to be a bad actor? That's going to be fun.
notice these acts steadily diminish, as the detective makes it more and more abundantly obvious that she knows he's lying.
David, and also for everything that you're going through. I know this is very traumatic for you. Okay?
His motive
They
is
start
insane.
by collecting David's basic information.
Okay. Blonde or brown hair?
I love both.
Blue. Okay. Okay. Hazel eyes, maybe?
I'll take Hazel.
Blue, hazel. Okay.
They're dirty, but yeah.
Okay. Is there a home phone?
There is.
Okay.
I can't remember the last four digits. It's 407. The next three are usually 704, the opposite. And I never call it.
The next three are 704.
It's 407, 704, and then I think it's 2808. It might be 2406, but I have it in my phone. I haven't. We've had it since we were at Briarcliff.
And when did you move to Florida?
In 2013,
Okay.
about 5 months after I met Shanti.
When did
Did
this
you meet her
happen? Do we have a
here or
date
there?
for this?
No, why?
You met online? Okay.
Did you see that, Isaac?
I didn't think it was gonna get that bad that fast. Like the first fake cry was all right, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. We met online. I can fake cry better than you, bro.
Yeah, no, I was.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Lock his ass up.
No, why?
You met online? Okay. Can you tell me what year that was?
It was 2013.
2013 is when you met online?
Yeah.
Okay. And about 5 months
It does
later,
kinda
did you
sound like a
move
laugh.
Here and move in with her?
He's like, yeah, we met online. I killed her.
Just move here.
So, I'll try to be as accurate as possible. I believe it was the end of September.
So you guys knew each other approximately 5 years this month.
Oh my god, you knew each other 5 years. Run it back. I need to run it back.
So you guys knew each other
So this is 2018.
approximately 5 years this month.
So you knew each other 5 years this month? He just goes, so you knew each other 5 years this month?
God damn it, I was going for fucking bitch. Shit.
Oh, it's too good.
I'd never been more in love. We were so happy.
We were so happy. Hello, bro.
Going up.
Oh my god. We were so happy. Yeah, until you fucking murdered her, dick.
Okay. If you don't, I know you've probably never been through anything like this in your life, okay? And I'm going to help you get through it. So if you have questions, you want to stop me, please do so.
That ass, bro.
But I do need you to understand your rights before we ask you about anything
Throw him in the
that
slammer.
happened at home today, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
My guess is they're gonna like gradually get to the point where there's evidence, and then they're gonna pull out the "we know you did it," even though they don't have like sufficient evidence, but they're convinced. That, like he said, they're looking for a confession at this point. That's like the evidence that they would need to actually be able to arrest him for it. So they have to get a confession out of him somehow. So they're gonna do like the bluff that's like, "we know you did it, just confess, it won't make a difference." That's an insane meme reference, and I don't know how to feel about the fact that I know what you're referencing. Like, I've seen that exact fucking meme. Take this man to the penis explosion chamber immediately.
Uh-oh,
I'm sorry?
Yes, sorry. Yes.
Okay. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Absolutely.
Absolutely? Okay. All right. So I need you to we're going to continue kind of down this path about how you all met. I know you met on Match.com, and about 5 months of, what would it be, telephone, texting?
We just started.
Yeah, the original thing is, it's like,
Oh shit!
take them to the principal's office immediately or some shit like that. But yeah, it's from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Operator.
What a fucking movie.
Every other weekend.
They hit it off, moved in together, then went looking for a house to buy in Florida.
We had an offer on a short
Hitting it off and then moving in together is kind of fucking crazy. Is it not?
sale and waited and waited and waited and it fell through. And then we closed on the house on Copeland in April of 2015.
So that you guys own the house free and clear. Is your name only on it, or was it both of yours?
When we bought the house, we weren't married, and so we put it in a trust, and we just completed the trust paperwork.
He put the house in his and his mother's names while leaving his wife out of it for, quote, planning and financial reasons. He asserts the decision was mutual, but whether Shanti actually knew about this or not is unclear.
And you've been, so once you moved to Florida, you've been living together the whole time, just home to home, just first with the folks, then Briarcliff, and then this residence. But you've been together the whole time. Have you ever broken up?
We had a couple fights, I think when we were living at Briarcliff.
Okay.
We spent a few nights apart.
He says that he just spent a few nights with his mom, then drifts off into a statement about how Shanti was dedicated to work. The detective will now cut him off and steer the line of questioning back to the argument.
But she's
So
a strong
when you
business.
guys would argue, when you would go to your mom, it was just because she was busy all the time, or what would the beef be?
My work had a lot of stress involved,
Oh.
and she would sometimes.
Your friends are talking about what? I can read the chat message. What the fuck is that? What the fuck does that mean? Is that like an actual, is that like that's a subset? That's a subspecies of gooning? What the fuck is even that?
And you're not bad either.
I'm reading it, but I'm not putting this on screen for obvious reasons.
God, I'm poor as fuck. Embarrassing.
The first thing that came up is incredibly racist.
He just knows.
The second thing that came up is incredibly racist. The third one's not as racist, but still not great. There's so many variations. I just want to know what the vanilla one is.
Why do I don't even know why I do that.
Oh, it's to goon while doing flicking motions at the tip.
It's a great idea. Yeah, I don't even.
What else am I supposed to fucking call it? Alright, that's enough of that. Let's get back to the video. Going back 10 seconds. No, I'm not a modded player.
When you guys would argue when you would go to your mom's, it was just because she was busy
hair's
all
a
the time,
fucking
or what
mess,
would the,
chat.
what would the beef be?
Work had a lot of stress involved,
Oh.
and she would sometimes. We always agreed, later that she was just overworked and tired, and
So she'd get a little snippy or short or yell, scream, what?
just irritable.
Irritable.
Small irritability. And sometimes it just another.
Yeah, my wife, she fucking sucked sometimes, so I killed her. The fucking 2012 Deal With It glasses, fucking on my eyes. You guys know what that is, even? I don't know how old you guys were when that was a thing. I don't like that that's a thing I have to say, because that makes me feel old, and I'm not old. I'm just a kid. I'm still just a child.
That's not really, I don't really do that. It's not really, I just stand there. So I just, I would just say, why don't we take a break, or just let it, a little cool down period, and every time we did it, we came back. I think we only did it twice, but we were stronger.
Okay.
I mean, that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like, Neon. It seems like he wanted to be on TV. She didn't want to be on TV, so he went.
I shouldn't.
He went.
I shouldn't have like tried to.
I want to be on TV. He calls his buddies. He's like, yeah, my bitch wife didn't want to be on TV, so I killed her. Like, Jesus Christ.
And has that happened since you moved where you are now? Because now we've got the added stress of the renovation.
No, we love it. We love the.
This is Keith Ory, the producer of the house flipping show that David wanted to be on.
When you would be interacting with the Tronas related to your work on the house and also the show, who was your primary point of contact?
Oh, Dave was. He would communicate her desires. I would see her, but it was more like Dave's full-time job, almost, I guess I would say.
Did you ever know during your time that you knew Dave to have any other job?
I was aware that he had explained to me that he had worked for a chemical company up north somewhere.
I actually never knew what Dave did for a living. When my husband had asked him, he said he was into sales, but I don't really know what that means.
David never worked in sales or at a chemical company. You're now about to see Keith explain that he insisted on having a formal sit-down with Shanti to make sure that she was fully on board.
It was difficult to get them both together, but I explained ultimately that we couldn't go forward if I wasn't able to sit down with them both.
Ultimately, you're able to get this sit-down scheduled. Tell the jury about that meeting.
I arrived at the house to meet Dave and Shanti, and she was, by my estimation, unhappy to be there. And it was in a sort of a tense state. It was obvious that she was unhappy with something, and she was only there as long as she absolutely had to be, and then left.
This all occurred 6 days before Shanti was murdered.
We love what we're doing to the house. We love the vision that we had for the house. It's totally, all she wanted was what she wanted so bad. It made me happy. It made her happy. It was a thing that we did together. Mm-hmm. She wanted to quit her job. When we got the house done, or just kind of, slowly phase out of it. She thought, a couple of times that she would really need to take a break, and definitely slow down, and definitely not add a whole lot more work. But she could do more if she wanted to. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it.
Well, it's fine.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about her in the past tense. Was that a good impression, chat?
I'm sorry, I can't talk about it.
I think I killed that. Pun not intended. Let's run that back one more time.
Add a whole lot more work, but if she could do more if she wanted to. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it.
That's fine.
The best dad. I killed my wife.
You're not going to process this for a really long time. So I know it feels like a really bad.
Well, to be fair, yes, you're right. To be fair, you don't need to be good at acting for reality TV. Because you're not playing a role, you're just being yourself. What possibly could have prompted you to want to say that, Neon? There was no need. No one was asking you to say that shit. No one was asking you to say that shit.
You're not going to process this for a really long time. So I know it feels like a really bad day.
Now notice how quickly he manages to pull himself out of the depths of despair and into casually talking about his house flipping
Let's
show.
see it.
Keith also just, our lives are busy. I'm so sorry. I know you're asking simple questions, but Keith does a TV show.
And he did calm down very quickly.
Keith, the guy you mentioned, Ori? Okay.
It's called Zombie House Flipping.
Keith asked them to be on the show,
which meant that we would get a lot of what they call trade-outs and promotional sponsorship to do.
Any financial incentive to do that?
Big. That's what they call trade-out. I'm sorry, that's what they call trade-outs. So their sponsors, that's one of the things I was working on yesterday, was putting together a list of the sponsorships, the windows, doors, cabinets, and so maybe instead of getting granite, you get quartz, or maybe instead of getting, middle range cabinets, you get high-end stuff. And we're also working on kind of just an amazing open concept stairway in the middle of the house that was going to go all the way up to the loft.
And so they'd come in and start filming?
Mm-hmm.
Would they film you all or just the work?
No. Yeah, it's just the house. They're the stars.
Pay no attention to David's no. He fully understood that he would be featured prominently on the show as the main builder construction guy. The so-called stars he's talking about are the hosts. The detective will now establish a timeline.
So when she comes home Sunday, it's you, Jackson, and Shanti, and you just stay at home and have a pool get together?
We only have them every other Sunday. It's our family day, and we do like to have an early meal, watch a movie.
So, do you recall Sunday night about what time everybody goes to sleep, since you're all
We go to
the same?
bed early on school nights, so 8:30 we're winding down, 9 o'clock lights are low.
School night. Does he have a
Shanti's son
kid?
gets picked up the next day at around 5 p.m.
Shanti has a son? You murdered a person's mother. Life. Give him a life.
PM-ish, okay. All right, and then do you guys go anywhere, do anything, or you stay at home?
I think we made dinner together that night. And,
I'm assuming the narrator said Shanti's son. So I'm assuming she had this kid before they were together, perhaps? Like, this kid has been around longer than they've been together. So not his son, but her son.
So that would have been Monday night. Did you watch TV?
I did.
Any idea what?
American Idol.
Okay, so you wake up Tuesday morning and you're in the garage on the couch?
Mm-hmm. I usually wait for her to come down. She came down after 7 o'clock, probably almost 7:30.
Shanti went back upstairs, and David started doing chores around the house. He's now about to mention the last time he supposedly saw Shanti alive, and then break into another fake hysteric. Yet this time, he will get no reassuring feedback from the detective, and the charade will rapidly dissipate.
Interesting.
Just I should come down again. I'm so sorry.
She came down again, and what happened?
Came down, and I've thought about it. I've tried to think exactly what
Wow,
time it is, but I don't know.
he broke out of that really quickly when he realized she wasn't consoling him anymore.
I would say probably 9:15, and the reason I know that is
She said she was going to the dentist, and he said he was going for a walk. He now attempts another fake cry, but gets ignored again.
and
Did you take the dogs for a walk?
I went for a walk
By yourself?
by myself.
Where'd you go?
Every time he does the fake cry, immediately when he realizes she's not acknowledging it, he just breaks out of it. That's like, you're fucking stupid. If you're just breaking out of it because you're not getting a reaction, that's why you're not getting a reaction, because she's calling you on your bullshit, and your response is just like, yep, it's bullshit, so I'm gonna stop.
I went around Lake Lucerne, so I went to Orange.
He comes back
That
home
ass.
and feeds the dogs.
That's all that I can remember until I went upstairs to see we were going to pick up Johnson.
Okay, and what happens when you enter the home? Is anything unusual? When you enter the garage apartment?
So, I could hear the water is running, but it's not running. It's not like the sound of the shower running. It's just, it's trickling out of the spout.
Okay, and so you walk toward the water that you're hearing?
Yeah, walking to the bathroom.
Okay.
Just in case you didn't catch the passive-aggressive nature of that response, here it is again without subtitles.
And so you walk toward the water that you're hearing?
Yeah, walking to the bathroom.
Okay.
Just look at David's face.
Yeah, I walked into the bathroom. Yeah, I walked into the bathroom. Yeah, I walked. I don't know why I'm trying to act. I'm like practicing his lines.
Poor David really doesn't want to be getting grilled like this anymore. Keep in mind it's almost 11 p.m. He likely didn't get a whole lot of sleep the night before, and he's been acting his ass off all throughout the day. He'll at this point be exhausted, and want nothing more than to get out of that police station. But he doesn't want to challenge the detective directly, and risk losing her approval. Hence he throws out a weak little display of passive aggression to see if she'll pick up on the hint, but it of course gets ignored. She will simply continue pressing with an unsympathetic tone which will cause David to revert back to appeasement. He will then begin recounting the horrific circumstances under which he supposedly found Shanti. And as this unfolds, you will see a glaring disparity in David's emotional presentation.
The doors open, and what happens? What do you see?
I see her laying with her head in the right-hand corner, and it's just extremely awful, and it doesn't look natural. Obviously, she fell or something happened.
But you did shut off the water.
I did shut off the water and it drained, which tells me I could hear it draining when I pulled her out. I could hear. So that, okay, so I guess this is all weird, right? Because she's in there, the water's on, and it's draining. It doesn't make
He doesn't sound very sad in this moment. He's just describing the situation very casually here. Am I tripping about that, or?
It just doesn't. It just doesn't make
And
sense.
it's not on all the way. It's on how
It's like lukewarm, so just past half.
And she's face down. So the first thing you do is what, if you recall?
I reached out and grabbed her. I reached out and touched her right arm. The water is rose-colored, so there's blood in the water itself. I can see a spot of blood.
And you pull her by her arms?
So I grabbed someplace on her arm, tried to get kind of under it a little bit.
And you said she seemed stiff?
Yeah. Hard to move.
There's something so incredibly unnerving in the sound of the casual crunching of his snack as he recounts in precise detail the limp and lifeless body of his wife, so we'll spare you the rest of it.
I had to pull her and turn her a couple of times.
You would think he would be breaking down in this scenario.
Cold.
She felt cold.
I grabbed the,
There you go. There's the act again.
You grabbed the what?
We had, when we did the bedding, we took the mattress cover off to wash it.
The detective asks David to draw a map for the purpose of illustrating the timeline of his movements. She will now shift the line of questioning and begin to gradually intensify the pressure.
That ass, bro.
When was the last time the two of you
Frame
met?
perfect.
Very briefly on Saturday, right before we left.
The argument was over the renovation. David likely admitted to this because Shanti's son was there for it.
The upstairs floor was very wavy, and the point of contention probably was, do we tear all of that out and put in new structure and trusses so we have a perfectly flat floor and then a perfectly flat ceiling? But I don't think it's an argument if Shanti and I are both on the same page and we're both just in agreement and upset reasonably and justifiably upset that it's taking longer. Shanti and I aren't fighting about it.
Mm-hmm.
We're both upset about the same thing.
Does she feel as though you don't listen to her?
No, I don't think so. She knows I listen.
Has any fight ever turned physical between the two of you?
No.
Okay. Has she ever hurt you, hit you, struck you, threw anything at you?
No.
No. Have you ever harmed her physically?
No.
David continues to pretend.
Are you sure about that?
That he doesn't notice the accusatory nature of the questioning, so the detective will now intensify the pressure to a significant degree.
She sheds. She seems to shed.
Her injuries to me, David, seem really significant. More significant than from a soft tissue fall.
That's because I did it. It's because I killed her.
More significant than from me tripping and falling and hitting my head and being knocked unconscious.
She elaborates on the inconsistencies while David just sits there and nods.
The issue I'm having with it is I absolutely think that she was deceased before you left to go to the park.
She repeats what she said a few more times, while David just keeps doing what he's doing.
He's just nodding.
So
blankly.
I think that you've told us a significant amount of information. You've been very cooperative. But I also think that you've left some stuff out.
Wow,
he
says.
You've left some stuff out that is maybe something got out of hand. Maybe you didn't mean for it to happen. Maybe you got upset. Maybe... But there's something that happened between the two of you before you left that house. Because she was deceased.
Look at how people just yap in these situations and just don't get a lawyer. They specifically brought him in as a witness. Not as a suspect. And now they're trying to coax a confession out of him. So when you're brought, you still have the right to a lawyer when you're brought in as a witness, but it's less likely because you don't think there's any suspicion.
Oh my god, I was.
So it's not necessarily in your mind, if you get what I'm saying. Like you're thinking you're just giving information to help. Yeah. And since he's in that position, he's like, "Oh, I don't need to ask for a lawyer because that would just raise suspicion. I'll just tell them what they're asking and cooperate, and then I'll be let loose." Yeah, that's what his thought process is, though. Why would he ask for a lawyer if he's under the assumption that they're not suspicious of him? When he was brought in there, he didn't think that they even had a remote idea that it could have been him, even though they were very confident at the time. He had no idea. So why not just cooperate and leave? They have to do that, though. They have to do that regardless, if you're a witness, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's that's clearly not common knowledge. I mean, I don't know that, so. I don't think so. I don't know, though. I'm not sure.
Being deceased before you left that house. Now, if there's an explanation, I want to hear it.
I told you everything.
Kappa.
Yeah, but you've left out something.
You notice how he's shaking his head no?
Because this woman has
I told you everything.
significant injuries. this is not from a fall.
It's my impression of
Did
Dave.
you harm Shanti in any way?
Absolutely not.
Shake
Did
your
you
head,
choke her?
yes.
Absolutely
Did
not.
you strangle her?
Without question, no.
Did you beat her?
No.
Did you hit her?
The fact that he's only getting defensive and not like losing his mind and crying about this is just like, that's like, you're guilty.
With anything?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Do you have injuries?
I do not. I do have some scratches from the bromeliads and from the bougainvillea.
The fuck are those words that he just said? Are those flowers?
Aside from the scratches from his plants, David had no injuries that could indicate a struggle. But this might explain why.
You noticed a single earring on the nightstand?
A single what?
A single diamond earring on the nightstand.
Yes.
And what was the significance of that?
Looks like she removed it before bed and didn't get a chance to remove the other one.
Because you believe that's when the attack occurred.
On the edge of the bed,
Interesting.
where the blood was found on the side.
That's a very, I'm gonna be honest, that's a fucking sick way to gather a time of attack. There was one earring, only one.
Real, yes. And I think when she turned to take that earring out, she didn't see it coming.
Would you mind, just for me to be able to say David is a perfect gentleman and is in the clear and did not harm his wife, would you mind taking a polygraph and proving that to us?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would that be a possibility? Yeah.
It's okay. This is in 2018. Why are you doing polygraphs in 2018?
The detective asks David if he wants another water, to which he says, sure. So she brings him a water and tells him they'll be right back with a polygraph machine. But instead of coming right back, they leave him in there for just over 2 hours, during which time they decide not to proceed with the polygraph, but simply ramp up the confrontation.
Hi. You doing okay?
Yeah, it was just,
Did you sleep a little?
I did.
I know you've got to be exhausted. Or at least mentally. Yeah.
I just want to point out some things to you that I think are unusual. There's so many, I really don't know where to begin, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that I find that the living arrangement, I find to be completely unusual for you to be
Well, time manipulation isn't the way I'd phrase it. It's more like... Because time manipulation kind of implies, like, a superpower of changing time and altering time. I get what you're saying, though. They're manipulating him, in a way, by using time, getting him frustrated and bored and stuff. Everyone knows that the first thing you want to do after walking in on your dead wife is sleep. True!
primarily living downstairs.
I'm not primarily living downstairs.
Well, sleeping.
What I said is that I sleep down there, but I don't go down there till we're done with dinner. We're done watching TV, or we're done for the evening.
Okay, just hear me out.
Okay.
So you don't go upstairs during the day while she's working. You leave her alone, and then
Not entirely. I do go up there.
Okay.
But I don't work up there while she's on the phone because it's distracting. It's her office. I think that I've explained extremely well. She didn't sleep. She did, but you said...
He continues defending the fact
dead
that
ass,
he was
bro.
exiled
He
to
did.
the garage.
I think it's an adjustment.
The garage, that's even worse.
She didn't feel like she could make right now because she couldn't afford the time that it would take.
But she's sleeping in the only part of the residence that's semi-comfortable. You're sleeping in the garage with the dogs.
Let's be so for real, though. Sleeping with the dogs, that's kind of fucking hype. Let's be real. Sleeping with dogs, hype. I love dogs.
how do you explain
I'd be sleeping with my dog
this
sometimes.
woman's head being swollen, her eyes being black? What?
And would never, ever hurt her.
So when you pulled her out of the tub, you agreed with me that the water came out of the tub. There's not a spot of water on the floor, David. The carpet isn't.
David. Silly fucking David. Stupid fucking David. Idiot fucking David. Murderer fucking David. I'm banning you. I'm banning you. I'm fucking banning you. Get out of my fucking chat, Trevor. What is that from? Can somebody please explain to me what the fuck sandwich counter is? I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Anyway, yeah, this is why we don't yap. Because you're just talking out of your ass. Talking out of your fucking bunghole. And fucking... What did Trevor do? He's fucking pissing me off. I timed him out for 24 hours. Anyway. You can't say things like that because you know how easy it is for them to disprove that the water hit the floor. You said specifically that some of the water got on the floor or splashed out of the tub, and that it was rose colored because there was blood in it. So it would be so easy for them to see if water had gotten on the floor. And you just said that it did, even though it didn't. Why make that shit up if it's something that can so easily be proved otherwise? All right. I mean, it depends on what the floor is. If it's a bathroom, it's tile. You could clean blood off tile pretty easily. But if it's carpet, then yeah, it's permanent. It's permanent. All right, chat. Let's keep going. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, now. And that's like a common slip up that people make in these kinds of situations from what I've seen. You're trying to add extra details to your story to make it more believable, but being so specific makes it less believable, not only because you could end up saying something that is provably false, but those kinds of like small details aren't things people remember in those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like if that actually happened, let's say water did get on the floor, you would just talk about how you pulled your wife out of the tub and she was fucking dead. And you were panicking and crying and miserable and wanted to die because your wife is dead. You wouldn't be like, oh yeah, the water was rose colored because there was blood in it and it got on the floor a little bit, splashed out of the tub. You wouldn't go into that amount of detail just in general. Even if it's true detail, you wouldn't go into that level of detail.
Wet. The carpet isn't wet from where she was pulled.
Oh, it is carpet.
Out of the bathtub.
Shit, Storm, you're right.
All the way around to the front of the couch. The carpet's not wet. There's no blood on the carpet.
Notice how little David moves compared to the detective. It doesn't correlate with anything in particular. It's just sort of
And this
interesting.
lady's goated. We got a tag team of W fucking... I was going to say detectives, but she's not a detective. The detective in this lady, I don't know what her job is, what her title is, but... Dynamic duo right there. They're cooking. I'm assuming it wasn't a bathroom. I think they're saying pulled her out of the tub and dragged her to a couch. So like over carpet. And the carpet didn't get wet, nor did the carpet get bloody. I think that's kind of what she's saying here. So maybe he killed her and laid her somewhere, and he's trying to say that he found her in the bathtub and dragged her somewhere else. Trevor, before I time out your other account, can you please at least just tell me what the fuck these sandwich fucking commands are? He's smurfing. He's smurfing in my fucking YouTube chat. No, you're right, but they're phrasing it as carpet. Carpeting is like the whole floor. A rug is like... a rug is like small, like what you're describing, but using the phrase carpet means it's either a big ass carpet that covers most of a room or it's just full carpeting on the entire floor of the room. So I'm assuming it's just dragging her. What he did was, I'm thinking he strangled her, she died, and he placed her down where he killed her. But his story is that he found her in the bathtub and dragged her there. But there were no signs of her having been dragged there because there's no wetness or bloodness on the floor where she would have been dragged had that been the case. You guys get what I'm saying? I feel like that's what happened. That's what it seems like to me, at least so far.
To watch.
My guess is she wasn't treating you very well. And there's only so much anyone can
Fuck
take.
you. I just got a fucking email from the app that my flag football league uses, and it was like, oh, tough loss. Shut the fuck up. I know it was a tough loss. I don't want to talk about it. Shut up, Trevor. Can you tell me what it fucking means, please, Trevor? No sandwich time? Sandwich count? Like, what the fuck even is that from? I've only ever seen it in my chat from you and a couple of your viewers that came in here. I think it was like you and Hyro or something the first time. I don't remember.
Before they snap.
Appreciate the.
That's ridiculous, Storm.
Very kind things that you've said.
I said no sandwich time because I got banned for saying sandwich time. No, you said sandwich count.
I'm missing what you're saying because of your suit that you're moving, but I'm missing.
Jared Fogle. What a reference.
It's really loud, but I missed what you said because you're talking so loud.
I'm sorry, it's Paul. I appreciate the things that you've said and the genuine consideration and thoughtfulness.
Who talks like that, bro?
David, you killed this woman.
I cooperated so I could give you all the information. And
I didn't think it was going to be that fucking blunt. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. We're going back a minute.
My guess is she wasn't treating
Yeah,
you
this is
very
exactly where I wanted to go back to.
And there's only so much anyone can take before they snap.
So she's doing this to make it feel like, to make him feel justified in what he did, so then he'll admit to it. I like that strategy. That's interesting. She's not a detective? I don't know what she is, but she's cooking his ass. High key.
appreciate the very kind things that you've said.
I'm missing what you're saying because of your suit that you're moving, but I'm kind of missing it. It's really loud, but I missed what you said because you're talking so loud.
It has to be, surely. No, they phrased the woman who's off frame, who was there before, as a detective. They never referenced her title, but they've referred to the detective while they're both in the room, which is the first woman that we saw. At least I'm pretty sure that's the first woman that we saw.
I appreciate the things
Maybe
that
I'm
you've
wrong.
said and the genuine consideration and thoughtfulness behind it.
David, you killed
They were?
this
Okay,
woman.
I'm tripping.
I cooperated so I could
I need to
give
hear her
you
say it one more time. David, you killed this woman. Yo, what's up? How you doing, T-Mac?
David, you killed this woman.
I cooperated so I could give you all the information and all
You
the,
cooperated because you thought
all
that
the
your
backstory.
language would overwhelm
No,
us,
not
and you
at
thought
all.
you could pull
Yes,
the wool
sir.
over our
I
eyes.
don't think there was any effort to do that.
All of this, all these tangents, all this flowery,
Tangents
fancy
were
language,
answers to
all the
questions that you
details.
asked. To questions that you asked.
You know, you fake cried for about 7 or 8 hours today. Not one tear came out of your eyes. Not one. Not one. Not on scene with the officers. Not in this room. You have fake cried over this woman's death since we made contact.
She's
with you.
cooking 'em.
For hours. And every
Oh,
single
shit,
time
Neon.
you
I'm
fake
tripping.
cried, we wrote it down. Not
looking
one
now.
tear came out of your eyes. Not one. Nope. Okay. We've been extremely patient with you for a very long time. I am losing my patience at this point because there is not a lick of remorse for what you did to this woman. Not even a little bit.
A little bit.
You're staring at a woman you're telling us
even.
you're in love with, and you've done nothing the whole time. But close your eyes, huddle up, and protect your own ass.
He's terrible at fake crying.
So we're just gonna
Only
prove
his
your
first
bullshit.
one was alright. The rest of them were miserable. So you met in 2013?
Shit and solve this case. And I'm glad you think that's funny. I'm glad you think that's funny.
He's laughing?
The investigators would exit the room shortly after this moment, at 4:56 a.m. David would then sit there for a little over 2 hours before finally asking to go home. But before being driven back by one of the officers...
So this guy really wanted to be on reality TV, and he was finally given the opportunity to be on reality TV on a house renovation show. But his wife was not fond of the idea, so he murdered her. And called the cops and lied about it and fake cried, etc., etc., etc. He strangled his wife to death. That's what the crime was.
They asked him if they could take his photograph. He cheerfully obliged. Judging by
Cheerfully?
his expression, he may have...
That's your mugshot. You got caught in a shitty lie, a booty shitty dingleberry ass fucking lie that essentially proved that you murdered your wife, and that's your mugshot. Cheesing in the mugshot.
thought he had just gotten away with murder, but a grand jury indicted him 4 months later.
He thinks he's
and he was
Tory
arrested
Lanez.
at his mother's house. When he was told he was facing life imprisonment and that the evidence
He doesn't look as happy in that one.
against him was overwhelming, he started acting crazy and went for the insanity defense.
Nice.
He was then sent to a maximum security psych unit, where he spent 5 years before
Oh,
a
he
judge
actually, the insanity actually worked. He was totally faking. Surely he was faking.
ruled him competent to stand trial. This is what he looked like on the day he was transferred back to jail. His trial began on October 12th and lasted 6 days. He maintained his plea of not guilty, with his official defense being that he was out of the house walking the dogs while an unknown intruder broke in and murdered Shanti.
You heard about the sleeping arrangement. You heard how the defendant was sleeping in the
Shit,
garage
court
with
footage
the
in the
dog,
JCS video. That's not
while
normal.
Shanti was staying in the essential, one-bedroom apartment, separate and apart from him. And this had been going on, for over a year. This was an intentional killing. A random stranger that comes into a house isn't going to, take the time that it takes to strangle a person, to move them to a tub. Not take anything? Doesn't make any sense. Leave no sign behind, no fingerprints, no DNA? That doesn't make any sense. You have the severe beating of Shanti. You have the injuries to both sides of her face.
What is this face he's hitting,
You
bro?
have
Close your
the
mouth.
fractured skull, the swollen shut eye, the damaged eye on the other side. That you saw the intense bruising and bleeding in both sides of her mouth. This was a beating. So at some point in that beating, the defendant, and you can infer this from the facts, intended to cause the death. And he did it with a premeditated design. We ask that you convict him of first-degree murder. Thank you.
The defense mainly tries to evoke empathy for the defendant, but it ends up just roasting the fake crazy out of him.
Shanti's the only source of the income. She's the breadwinner. He does nothing other than take care of the pool and the dogs. It's about
His mouth is
circumstantial
closed
evidence,
finally.
pure supposition, all steered by Teresa Sprague, who prejudged this case
Shout out
based upon
Teresa.
a phone call received from her from an officer at the scene about these crocodile tears. This is just a hunch, ladies and gentlemen. A hunch. If you hear horses, if you hear hooves, think horses, not zebras, sort of thing. Because that's the point. You don't get to fit a square peg in a round hole because it's convenient. And that's what happened here.
Low
With
key.
the rush to judgment,
It's the bow
with
tie.
the confirmational bias,
Neon.
those two detectives went into a room with David Tronis and worked him over. He sat there for 16 hours, bared his soul to them, literally and figuratively, told them what he knew.
What do you mean,
told
literally?
them what he saw. The government's the one spinning here. The government's the one taking the insignificant and stacking them into a pyramid.
What the
and
fuck kind of
I'm
shit-ass
confident
defense
that
is
after
this?
carefully deliberating, that you'll come back and return the only just verdict in this case.
Yeah, you're
And that's a
right,
verdict
Neon.
of not guilty. Thank you.
Verdict reads, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So it says we all, dated at Orlando County,
Shocking.
Orange County, Florida, on the 18th day of October, 2023, signed by the foreperson.
In the midst of this tragedy, Shanti's impact as a mother was shown through her son,
Oh.
Jackson. His victim impact statement was both heartrending and dignified.
My family and I have been waiting for about 5 years for justice. I miss her so much. I would have never thought the day before was the last time I would see my mother alive. I miss the times where we would go
Jesus
to
Christ, this
Universal,
is hard
or
to
just
watch.
the simple times, like walking the dogs or going to the park. She was the best mom I could ever ask for. That's it.
Defense, any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Becky Jackson. Mr. Tronis, anything you wish to say prior to sentencing? I think you just said no, is that right? Then in this case, the court will adjudicate you guilty, will sentence you to life imprisonment.
Good.
Up to you, sir.
Oh,
And
that
will be
fucking
recess.
hurt
to watch. Holy shit.
This is his latest mugshot. He is currently being housed at the Graceville Correctional Facility in maximum security, where he is expected to remain.
Good. Fuck, man. Oh. Hearing the kid talk just fucking hurt my fucking soul. Yeah, lock his ass up and keep his ass locked the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Or I'll just get fucking two-shotted in the fucking head with a fucking...
No, you're not wrong about that, but still.
myself. Yeah.
I mean, he's still locked up. Let's hope it stays that way. But Jesus Christ, the goobery of this fucking guy. The nerve.
Yeah.
Ooh. Very interesting. I don't know if we want to get political on the stream, but Jubilee did a middle ground debate, leftist versus liberal versus conservative versus MAGA. I don't know if we're going to watch that on stream, but I'm opening that tab for myself if I don't watch that on stream, because that seems like a very interesting watch. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to watch that, or should we... Okay, hold on. 3 options for that video. So it's an hour 20 minutes. We've been live for about an hour 10. Do we watch it? Do I save it for off stream? Or do we watch it together a different stream, later stream? If we watch it now, it will be the last thing we do this stream, which is I'm fine with, because it's a long video, so we'll probably just react to it then end, because the reaction I bet will be like 2 hours. Together later stream, whatever. What does everybody else think? Everybody in chat, let me know what you think, and I'm down for any of those. But I will close the... Well, I'm not going to close the tab. I'm actually going to open it and save it to my watch later if we're not going to watch it today. I don't have any other videos planned right now, but we could find something. But if... so yeah, we could just watch it now and then call it, or find something else to watch. Yo, what's up, Denk? Later? All right, that's two votes for watching it on a later stream. Storm, what do you think? Denk, we're debating on watching a politically charged video together. That is an hour 20. I don't like Jubilee as a channel, but I do think the content is very intriguing. Like, these kinds of videos are very intriguing, in my opinion. It's also good React content. All right, 1 vote for now, 2 votes for later. Storm, what do you think? If you say later, then that ends it. If you say now, we're at a tie. If you say now, Storm, we'll do like a coin toss. No, I'm not counting your alts, Dank. I'm not counting your alts. Do it later? Okay. In that case, we have to find something else to watch, because I don't have any other plans for this stream. Let me save this to my watch later, though, so I don't forget about it. The only other video I have had queued up for a minute is even longer, so I don't know if you guys are going to want to do this now, because you guys did just say that the length is part of the reason why. However, I have a video queued up. It's JCS inspired, so it's a similar format as what we just watched, called The Complicated Case of Daniel K. Holtzclaw. And it seems very interesting because, I don't know, it seems like it might involve like a person with a mental disability or something. Oh, I could pull up that channel. So it seems like a very intriguing case, a very intriguing video for us to watch on stream. And I've had it in this fucking playlist, my Watch Later playlist, for over a year at this point. But it's an hour 37. So, you know. It's a long video. You think send it, T-Mac? You think send it on the hour 37 video? Check Discord. Hold on.
They call me a bulldog in the bed.
That is a tragic frame. I love that. You want to see the thumbnail? Yeah, sure. I don't want to be, like, judgmental, but it looks like the guy in question might have, like, Down syndrome or something, and I could see why that would be a complicated case. I feel like that could be really interesting. Next time I have a diss I'm using, okay. Let me know. If you actually make a diss that doesn't suck ass, I will respond. Hold on. Let me pull up the thumbnail. You guys are just going to have to... I'm going to expose my watch later to you guys, I guess. But I don't really mind. I don't have anything embarrassing in here. It's just in a bunch of, like, songs that aren't on streaming that I want to put in my playlist. This is it right here. This song's kind of fire. I don't even remember how it went. I just remember it being really good. It was better than the first one, but it wasn't good. This is the video. It looks very interesting. I don't want to, like, judge the guy and be like, oh, yeah, he definitely has Down syndrome by looking at his face. But he does have those, like, you know, those features. At least, not even, the thing is, not in this picture or in this picture, but in the center, that looks like that might be the case. And I would be very intrigued to see how they go about a case that involves something like that. But, again, it's a really long video, so I get if you guys don't want to check it out now. Yeah. We could also do Code Blue Cam. This is a pretty intriguing title. Or, so was this. How one team cleared an entire Walmart in 30 seconds. Or, how 12 Years of Chaos ended in just 60 seconds. I'd be willing to look at some of these videos, too. They're much shorter, so we could probably check out maybe 2 of them. Let's look at all these titles of, like, these rows. We got... Teen goes to war for girlfriend after she's hit on. Doesn't end well. What happens when you call the cops on the cops? Instant moment of regret. Pulls off huge shoplifting scheme, gets the prize of his life. I don't really care about that. Drunkest man in police history. That seems interesting. Fastest return trip in history. That sounds good too. How family night out turned into a complete disaster. Okay. Dairy Queen order ended in total disaster. Okay. Everyone in criminal's worst nightmare. That's a good title. Dog abuser gets a shocking dose of karma after years of cruelty. That sounds like a banger. And these two I read before also sound like bangers. The donkey one. Here's why you shouldn't... Oh, this one... Okay, we're going to watch this one. This is the most viewed on the channel, and it's 5 minutes long. Oh, God. I don't think I want to watch that one. That's insane. I think I've seen this one before. Traffic stop turns up $100,000 worth of cocaine. I'm not seeing anything about a donkey. 1912, a massive heist of 9 luxury cars. What the fuck? That sounds like a banger, too. Some Formula Drift. I mean, is that allowed on YouTube? I feel like that's all copyrighted, isn't it?
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I guess the highlights probably aren't, but I mean, that's kind of just like sports reacts. I don't really do that on here. I just kind of watch my sports offline. I haven't watched... Actually, that's a lie. I watched March Madness until my fucking school got knocked out, but... I don't see a donkey one. Painful traffic stop? How could a traffic stop be painful? That's a banger title. Alright, we're gonna start off with... Here's why you shouldn't run from the police, because it's 5 minutes long and it's the most viewed. So let's just check it out. Oh no. I saw the thumbnail. He's gonna fucking wipe out. This biker's gonna wipe the fuck out. Oh, we got a little intro here. If this gets me copyrighted, I'm gonna be pissed because the I Did a Thing video we reacted to the other day got me copyrighted.
2021, an Unalaska police officer observed a southbound motorcycle speeding. He stated the 33-year-old rider went against traffic in the northbound lane briefly to enter a parking lot before exiting to another street.
Okay, I'll check it out after we finish this one.
The officer pulled up to the motorcycle, rolled down a window, and asked him to pull over.
Does he just fucking peel?
The rider
Pit
slowed at a
maneuver him!
curve and appeared ready to pull over, but accelerated at a high rate of speed after
You'd
rounding
kill
the curve.
somebody pit maneuvering a bike. Not at that speed, though. They could have just done it. Yep, he peels.
The officer briefly accelerated but decided not to initiate a chase after estimating the motorcycle had reached a speed of 100 miles per hour.
Jesus. I can't see what the fuck happened there. He obviously wiped out because he's saying to send an ambulance, but I couldn't see that shit.
With dispatch, he observed the motorcycle striking a vehicle which was stopped in the roadway waiting to make a left turn.
I couldn't make that shit out even remotely. Oh no. I don't like that has to be blurred.
Christ, man, are you okay? .305, I got Tri-State right behind me. He is not moving.
The rider was ejected from the motorcycle and pronounced deceased at the scene.
Oh no.
Hey, you okay? Hey, you okay?
He fucking died? Jesus Christ.
The vehicle was operated by a 50-year-old woman who was injured and transported to a local hospital.
Okay, at least
Just
she's
happened.
okay.
Yeah, we heard me slide. Okay.
Fucking
305, I'm
hell.
gonna need some extra units down
Was
here.
it like
Close this
shipping
off.
like beverages, like sodas or something? Is that why there's so much shit all over? Jesus Christ. That's one of the countless reasons I would never want to be a cop. I can't even go down the list. It would take the rest of the stream. But I just wouldn't be able to handle seeing some shit like that happen. You just watched a guy fucking croak. Like, that's brutal. I'll probably check them both out if they're not that long. Both the ones you sent. It's not Code Blue Camp, but it's goated. All right. I don't really care what the channel is. So.
Yes.
Fucking hell, bro. I mean, obviously he was being a fucking idiot, but still, rest in peace, bro. She got fucked up enough to not be to be blurred out, or is it just an identity thing? Maybe it's an identity thing.
And Tri-State's working on the guy.
Oh god.
Do you want to just sit in your car, hon?
Imagine being one of the civilians in that, just watching that shit happen. Someone ran into your fucking vehicle and died. Did you say 130 miles an hour?
He was probably going 100 miles an hour.
Oh, 100 miles an hour. Jesus Christ, man.
If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like.
Enjoyed is just not the word I would use. Enjoyed is not the word I would use. Oh my god. Okay, the drunkest man in police history was one of the ones that I saw that I was like, that seems like it'd be really funny. So I'm definitely gonna check that one out. And based on the thumbnail of the other one, we'll watch it too. We're gonna watch these two videos and then probably end stream, depending on how long these take.
One evening in October.
No, shut up. Not yet. Give me a second. Let me close my watch later. Let me close this. Let me close this too. Alright, drunkest man in police history terrorizes entire night shift. That's our next one. This is a half an hour. So yeah, I think the next two they'll probably take us to the end of stream.
One evening in October 2023, police were dispatched to an
Sounds kinda
intersection
quiet,
in
no?
Appleton, Wisconsin for a single vehicle rollover crash. The driver, later identified as 24-year-old Nathan, was observed by witnesses attempting to enter the highway on-ramp at a high rate of speed when he lost control and crashed his vehicle into an embankment. It's also worth mentioning that Nathan had 3 prior OWI convictions in 2 active cases, with bond conditions stating that he must not commit any new crimes. However, that condition would soon be breached.
182 and I are arriving.
Man, water smacks so fucking hard, bro.
College.
Upon arrival, the officers saw bystanders trying to help Nathan out of the truck.
What's his status? Oh, he's the driver?
He's right,
okay.
Right here. My fault. I got it.
Are you hurt at all, sir?
No, ain't nobody hurt myself.
Are you guys just bystanders that stopped?
Just
or?
bystanders stopped.
Okay, was he in the truck by himself?
I got it. Sure. It ain't your problem.
You want us to help you get down there, man, or what?
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
It's my fault.
What happened?
My fault. I'll give it to you when it's respected.
Okay, can I get you guys to wait over here, please?
I feel like I might have seen clips of this
I've
before.
got my daughter in my van here. Am I able to go? Just
Yeah, he's fucking slammaroonied.
Okay, there's nobody else in the car either.
Okay.
As he spoke, the officer noticed his extremely slurred speech, his bloodshot eyes, and the strong odor of alcohol he emitted.
Now is not the point.
What's your name?
It's not the point right now.
Okay, what is
I
the
have
point?
seen that.
I'll give it to you when it's respected.
I'll give it to you when it's respected. I've heard that
We
before.
just seen the truck on the side. We just came because there was smoke, and then that guy was still in the car.
And there was only
a couple people here, so we stopped.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. See you.
I don't think I've seen the whole thing though.
No, I checked.
If I notice that I have, we might just move on to the next one though.
We were behind him. I just saw it when it was up on the side. I mean, I didn't really see what happened.
Maybe I saw Moist Critical react to this. I'm not sure.
All right. He came by us about 40 or 50 miles an hour, weaving in and out of the traffic.
I got cut off. This is what happened.
So here's the deal, sir. You gotta come down, okay?
Well, obviously.
I don't know where you guys were at.
Well,
We were,
obviously.
Like, next to him.
My daughter called it in right away. Did you need anything from us?
Did you guys see the crash happen?
I think I'm gonna just hold it until my life gives.
What it seems like.
Well, obviously not, right?
Well, let's start getting close to get down.
Well, let's do that then.
Do it. I'm waiting on you.
It's not on me no more.
All right, bud. You need help? I got it.
Got it?
Yep, I got it.
Pretty much what I saw was he was coming right here, and he turned a little fast right here.
Cooked
and
maybe
his
even
tire kind of squealed,
perhaps.
And then he ran right into the post, and then flipped over
Gone,
and
some may say. Faded, perhaps.
Christ.
You want me to help you?
No, it's a $30,000 truck, man.
$30, $1,000 truck, man.
I got it after you, alright?
Alright, go ahead. You want help walking out?
No. Just give me a second, man. I haven't seen my...
Oh, that's so funny. Easy's like, well, his ass is drunk.
I haven't seen my kids in 3 months.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Don't give that guy kids. I've definitely seen that shit.
You're not injured at all? No, you're not in pain at all?
My hands are both broken.
Okay.
I'm sure my forearms both broken from this fall.
Let's get you to the ambulance and the fire department will pick you up too. All right, man?
So just to recap, he just came in way too aggressively.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way. Yeah.
Watch your step. We're gonna walk straight out this way. Well, you got to at some point, okay?
No, I can't do it, man.
Why not? Why can't you do it? I'm gonna hold you so you don't fall.
That's a different level of drunk, bro.
You have your ID with you?
I do, yes.
Watch your step over this. So while we're out here, do you mind if I grab your ID for you?
For what reason?
Well, you're the driver involved in an accident.
For what reason?
I need to identify you, and you smell heavily of intoxicating beverages, so you gotta conduct some tests to make sure you're not too drunk to drive.
Tennis ball green Hyundai EV.
What's your name?
Sounds ugly.
Nathan?
Yeah.
How do you spell your last name, Nathan?
First name, T-H-A-N-A-R.
What's your middle name?
T-H-A-N-A-R. That is how you spell his first name. Nathan. T-H-A-N-A-R.
Special Nathan.
Why does that matter?
Trying to properly identify you, that's all.
For what reason?
Because you were the driver involved in a crash. You've been drinking, okay?
For what reason?
Thanar.
What's your birthday?
For what reason?
Nathan, because you're gonna...
That's besides the point. I've got cut off. How is that my reason?
Because we're going to identify you to the transfer to you.
Sure.
So do you want to finish with him and time? Good, and your measure. Thank you.
You're an asshole.
Well, then talk to the time, good.
So you, right? So I have no reason to speak to you, right?
Go ahead, then speak to the time.
So leave that way. Nope.
What's your birthday?
I would rather speak to you this way, right? You have no reason to follow us. Go back that way. Go ahead back that way.
Okay, are you gonna...
You and follow back that way.
Okay.
Given his hostile behavior and obvious intoxication, officers determined it was best to place him in handcuffs.
All right.
You and follow back. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
All right, just relax.
You both? Don't touch me. No.
Stop.
You can follow me to the concrete all you want.
It's a different level of drunkenness,
All
bro.
three of y'all look
The fire truck is fucking
Just so you know,
chugging,
you're under
bro.
arrest right now for some driving violations and drunk driving.
For what reason?
Three of y'all look stupid as right now.
Why don't you just search him while he's down here?
You wanna roll him?
Yeah, they look stupid. They're the ones who look stupid.
Hold up.
You're being searched just since a lawful
I don't
arrest
give
right now.
if I'm being searched. I ain't got nothing upon my own, so to speak. Y'all break my wrist, y'all being sued. Let me re-coordinate, because my wrist cannot breathe.
I got that side. Right.
Just let me get up and walk.
We're gonna get you up.
Can I get up and walk?
Not yet. A second.
Let me get up and walk.
Sit on your butt, man.
Jesus
Ready?
Christ.
No, I'm not ready. Let me pick up my pants, man. Hold on, I'm not...
Let me fingers would we be holding
I'm
up?
a grown dude.
How many fingers would we be holding up if we counted the stupid shit he did throughout this video? Let's say if you had to take a shot every time he did something stupid in this video, you'd probably be almost as drunk as he is. That's how I'd phrase it. For what reason? Maybe because your car is sideways. Yeah, I mean, for what reason? Couldn't fucking tell you.
Who are you? No, I'm not ready. Can I pick up my pants? So let me put the pants in.
For what purpose?
My don't hang in front of me, right? No, it ain't in front of me.
The fucking officer's facial expressions are so good.
Is that a problem? What are you, Taliban? Dumbass. Bring me the.
He said, "What are you, Taliban?"
No, is that a problem? What are you, Taliban? Dumbass. Bring me to county for what? You have nothing
For
on
what?
me right now. Why am I being brought to county? Why am I being
Empty the
brought
compartments
to
of thine
county?
pantaloons. For what purpose?
So why am I being brought to county? For
Hello,
what
original
reason?
gangster.
We're gonna go over some paperwork real quick, all right?
For what paperwork?
Are you gonna have a seat?
For what paperwork?
For OWI.
For what OWI?
Just say night. You think they're gonna want medical on him, or? I'm guessing he's gonna refuse.
He's probably going to refuse everything based off of what I'm gathering.
All right,
and
failing to maintain your truck on a...
Here's the thing. We're just going around in a circle right now. It's not helping anything.
It wasn't a circle, it was a straightaway.
No, I meant we're talking in a circle.
Oh my god. Holy shit. We're talking in circles. It wasn't a circle, it was a straightaway. We gotta run it back.
And failing to maintain your truck on a...
Here's the thing. We're just going around in a circle right now. It's not helping
It
anything.
wasn't a circle, it was a straightaway.
No, I meant we're talking in a circle.
Sure.
So,
Should I?
I think you should. I think that's a good idea.
Is that my best bet?
That is your best bet right now.
Bullshit.
All right.
That's
so
so
there's no other
funny.
options right now.
I don't give a about my other options. My other options is a felony, which I'm already facing.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys got to do? Do you got to ask if he needs medical? Or
Yeah, let me... I'll grab
yeah.
a couple photos and I'll see if they want to at least have an assessment.
Although Nathan walked away unscathed from his own reckless accident, and thankfully no innocent lives were harmed, others aren't always so lucky when they become
Yeah,
unexpected
no
victims.
fucking shit. That's how a lot of
Seriously
people
injured
fucking
in an
die.
accident, medical bills piling up, insurance...
No. Sorry. Morgan and Morgan, there. I'll say the sponsorship's name for you. Semi-ethical reacts. Morgan and Morgan, law firm. Use them, I guess.
So what the does it matter to you?
Your choices are get in or we make you get in.
It's funny because Wisconsin's the most random ass fucking state. Dead ass. Like, you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. I mean, that wasn't even intoxication though. At least I don't think so. I think that was just trying to escape. You started going 100 miles an hour. You hit somebody. You fucking died.
And your choice doesn't matter if I get in the car or not, right?
It's one of the two right now. Which is your
So it's one of the two right now, right? So it's either a felony or a misdemeanor. Which is it gonna be? What do you want it to be?
Right now it's a ticket.
Right now it's a ticket.
Yeah, I don't have one in here.
You don't know what my driving history is like. So
Right
this
now,
is
it's a
coming
ticket
from
is a fucking
Class A
banger.
misdemeanor.
So
the question is...
No, the question is, are you going to sit in here willingly, or are we going to have to make you? Because if we have to make you, you're going to be placed in the wrap.
Kyle.
And the wrap is a restraint device. You'll be restricted. It's unnecessary if you just have a seat. You have a wrap?
The question is, what am I facing? Yeah, go ahead for what?
You can sit down, or we're going to put you in a nice wrap
For
device.
what? For
Because
what?
you're not cooperating.
Cooperating for what, bro?
We're asking you to sit
Bro.
I got cut off for no reason. How is that my f***ing fault? But all of a sudden it's my f***ing fault. How is that my f***ing
I hope they
fault?
showed
All of a
him
sudden
this
it
shit
is,
like
though,
the
right?
next fucking evening.
You're a bitch. All of a sudden I chose to drink and drive and you're a bitch, right?
Did he just fucking admit to it? I choose to drink and drive and you're a bitch.
It's not my opinion. You're a bitch, motherfucker. I know what your face looks like. How about that? Don't put that shit on me. It's cold. I don't give a what it is. I don't give a if it's warm or cold or not.
Yeah, I guess
You got a
you're
problem
right,
with it?
but
Okay then, shut the up. You ready for some bullshit? I'll give you some bullshit. You want some bullshit?
I would prefer not to, but it doesn't bother me at all either way.
Oh, it does bother you. I can tell it bothers you with the way you're tensing and this dude right here. Hat, beard, skinhead, everything else.
It isn't a very good beard, I agree.
Shut the up, bro.
I try the
Shut
best
the
I
up, bro.
All right.
Don't say a word to me.
it isn't a very
You a
good
skinhead.
beard.
Shut your mouth. How about that? Shut your mouth. I pay your motherfucking taxes, bro. You want to know something?
What the fuck are you talking about,
Who are you
Neon?
to tense up on me? First of all,
Don't square up on my office.
no, I ain't squaring up on nobody. First of all, both y'all can relax because I can pay both y'all taxes. Y'all want to pay some off. You know what? Y'all can bitch.
You guys can clear up. I think we're good. Thanks. Nope.
All right, just check if we called for a record yet.
Come on.
I think you can gather what he meant by that, though.
Break my f***ing ankle. Let go of my f***ing ankle, bro. Let go of it. Just know all the public records are on public. I know where each and every one of y'all motherfuckers live. Let go of it. Y'all soft as f***. That's why. Y'all ain't even been locked up before. Y'all soft as f***.
You want to start the crash? I'll take it.
That's funny as f***. Oh my god, bro.
Let go of your ankle.
I'm done, bro.
You're done?
It's been done.
Okay.
It's been done.
It's been done.
Bro. Let me breathe. Get off my chest.
We're not even on. Look at
You
this.
are, though.
Look at
You
this.
are. What are
not.
you talking about?
I'm not.
You are. Get off my chest, big.
If you lay down flat, you won't have any
Get
pressure
the
against
f-
your back.
off my chest and my breathing apparatus.
My breathing apparatus.
And you ain't got no coming for you. That's why you ugliest. And I'm still breathing on you, and you still holding on my.
You are still breathing. This is fortunate.
Cause y'all ugly as. Cause y'all ugly as. Get the f- off my chest. Y'all seem stupid.
Test.
All right, back.
Since Nathan's compliance only continued to diminish, officers chose to place him in a wrap restraint device.
Answer me that.
Drinking and driving and resisting
No,
arrest.
you're wrong. You're wrong.
He did say that. He did say that.
For no reason.
Just so y'all know, public records are public.
Y'all seem stupid as.
Thank you for the information. The more you know.
Let go of me. All of a sudden your captain shows up and you don't want to let go of me, right? Because y'all are dumb as.
It is our captain, my captain.
It don't matter, bro. Y'all are dumb as for no reason, bro. Don't hit me that.
Keep his legs up.
Damn, am I out of fucking water already? I need a bigger water bottle.
Like that, bro. Y'all are pulling down my pants for no reason. You're pulling down my pants. Get off of me, bro.
Just hang on your pants.
Full assault. Full assault. Get off of me, bro.
Oh my god, my shoulder is gonna be fucked. I'm starting to feel it already.
Full assault, bro. You're assaulting me. That's what you're doing. Actual f***ing assault. You're pulling down my pants for no reason. You look stupid. You look stupid still. This is all on camera. I hope you know that.
We're aware.
Good. Lock me
We're
up
aware.
for no reason. You got me?
This is
You got
too good.
Me? You ready? You ready? There we go, right? That's what he says. That's what he says. There we go. You ready for my sh**? You ready for my sh**? I hope you're ready, Batman. Somebody.
Batman.
You up. Here we go. What you got? What you got for me? I'm about to slap the. You ready? Pick me up. Pick me up. What's up? Oh, all of a sudden all this bullshit for no f***ing reason. I'm gonna remember you. You're ugly. You're ugly. I'm about to slap your family. Your family.
I'm about to bitch slap your family.
Pick me up. I think I give a.
I'm about to bitch slap your family.
I think I won't forget a. Y'all are stupid as.
Hey, slow down for a second. Let's tighten that
You.
strap. These
What are you
people
gonna
will be
tighten, bro? What are you gonna tighten? What are you gonna tighten? Go ahead and tighten it. Tighten it.
strap.
Tighten it then. Tighten it then. You a.
stop.
Oh, he spat on one of them.
No, I think I turned his head down.
Breathe. I can't
made the delivery
breathe.
kind of obvious.
Are you ready?
I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. The fucking spit mask, bro. That's besides the point, bro.
It's besides the point.
His wife was about to get spit on. That ain't my problem. His wife wanted to get DM'd. That ain't my problem. Your wife wanted to get spit on.
Recognize him? Who's it? I think it's actually Nathaniel. I don't think it's Nathan. He's a reduced deal as a kid all the time.
Hey, I can't breathe, bro.
You can talk, you can breathe.
My neck sideways. I can't breathe, bro. My neck sideways.
Yeah, I know.
My neck
That's why that was bold
My
of
wrists
him.
are f***ed up, bro. My wrists are f***ed up, bro. My wrists are f***ed up, bro.
All right, Nathaniel,
That's
listen
not
to
how
this.
that's been, bro.
Under
No, I
Wisconsin's
can't.
implied consent
I
law, I'm
can't
required to
breathe.
read this
I
notice to
can't
you.
breathe. I can't
Buddy
breathe.
Chad, you gonna arrest it?
I cannot.
No, I think it was more forward. I was kind of behind him.
I cannot
anything on you, did you?
breathe.
I don't think so.
I cannot breathe.
I think they'll win.
I don't think so. I think, honestly, I think he spit on himself. That's an attempt.
He could have just said,
He really
"Good
loaded
boy."
thing up.
That would have been funny.
Honestly, I think he spit on himself.
My wrist.
Samples of your breath, blood, or
You
urine
can better
to
tighten up
determine the
my
concentration
wrist.
of alcohol or drugs in
You
your
can
system.
better tighten
If any
up my
test shows
wrist
more
or
alcohol,
my
you will be
f***ing
sick.
wrist. What's it gonna be?
or the
What's it
fact-
gonna be?
Okay, can you do an in-house check, please, for a last name? First name will be either Nathan. It'll be like a male, white, probably early 20s, and I'm pretty sure he'll have an extensive contact history.
I gotta ride along. I think you'd probably enjoy it too. You care if I go with them to the hospital?
Do it,
I ride along. I figured he'd enjoy.
So let me go so I can undo
A
it.
little alcohol, I don't know.
Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your blood?
Just do my so I can go to bed.
Nathan, I need a yes or no.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Just f***ing undo my which is an
I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, Tom, his helmet's coming off and he's bashing his head.
All right. What do you want, bro?
I want you to stop hitting your...
You.
Okay.
It's funny that they have a ride along for this.
I'm just gonna take...
That would be fucking dope as a ride along.
No, 902.
790. 790.
Want to know Mel on board?
Ah.
Mel on board and we're
9174, 9153.
Here we go. We're on round 50.
While being transported to the hospital for a legal blood draw, Nathan managed to partially remove his helmet and began banging his head against the back seat divider.
Take this mask off. 631.
Broadcast, just 1 northbound. Obviously, we have no one available.
5, 4, 3.
That's seconds. Shit being lost. Great caption.
Scared.
All right.
I ain't f***ing scared. I ain't done f***ing pull me. Pull me once. I dare you. I'll sue the f*** out of you.
Gotta keep your helmet on, man.
You. I haven't done shit.
All right.
You. Do some shit.
Yeah, I slipped it on as best I could.
I will sue the f*** out of this county. You're a f***ing skinhead. Bitch. Lock me the f*** up. You ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. We're east side, 144 right now. Acting like I don't know where the f*** I am. I know exactly.
Talking about actor was doing a ride along for a police officer role. He watched someone die. Jesus Christ. What actor?
where the f*** you are. Keep trying me. Acting like your life's at Liberty. It ain't. It ain't. You ever got a C- because you're a dumbass? You're okay with being a C5 idiot? We got a C5 fucking idiot.
What's that?
You dumb.
Never heard of a C5.
That's you. What's up? I'll beat the f*** out of you.
All right.
You a bitch, bro.
Okay.
You look like a bitch.
Noted.
You got bags underneath your f***ing eyes, dog.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know you do. I can see them, bro.
He went from C- to C5. He doesn't even know what he's saying.
Understand that? My hands come free, y'all get pieced the f*** up. I haven't seen my kids
Bro,
in 3.
the cops' reactions in this are crazy. Jake Gyllenhaal, really? For what movie? What movie was he a cop in?
3 fucking months!
We're gonna take you out, all right, bud?
Get this fucking mask off me. Ah! Bro, they think they're so big and bad. Look at his ugly bald head.
You're not gonna spit at us?
No, I'm not. Why the f would I do that, bro? I'm an adult, bro. I got 2 kids, almost 7 years old. Why the would I
He said 3 earlier, so that's cap.
do some like that?
Well, you tried it before, so.
No, I did not. Now you're lying through your
End of watch. I don't know if I've ever heard of that.
All 3 of y'all sound stupid as right now. Even with the doctor in here that looks ugly as y'all look stupid as You look stupid as I'm gonna sue the out of you just for you being in here. You understand that? Do you
Oh, it's the ride. That's the ride along.
You look ugly as y'all don't even look like cops. Who the is this dude? A Nazi?
No, I'm not a Nazi.
You are a Nazi.
Hey, at least he doesn't like Nazis.
Look at this dude with fake teeth.
Fake teeth?
Yeah.
No, they're just
look
really
at
nice.
You. Your teeth are fake, bro.
Unfortunately,
You got fake teeth, and you're sad because I got better teeth than you. Lift up my face back, and I'm about to tell you what it is. I know where you live, dude. I've known where you live for the past 10.5 years.
You?
You're a
What?
fucking idiot. Yeah.
What? 10.5 years.
Sounds like a threat to me.
It's not a threat. It might predict like to a threat to you because you just joined the force.
The force?
Yeah, the force. I've never met you.
The bad
I've been under the
Canadians.
force with this man for almost 6.5
funny.
years. I've never met you. Out of
Shoot
the
at Jesus
7.5
Christ.
I've known of this man. Look at you, bro.
We'll see if it's a threat.
You look Jewish with your nose. You're an idiot.
Wow.
When you're standing
Are you
with-
anti-Semitic?
So he tried to call this guy a Nazi, and then started making fun of somebody for looking Jewish.
Huh? That's what you say? Oh, all of a sudden you're tough as with that badge, right? Tuck me in, right? Ah,
That's why.
I know where you live.
You're threatening me? You know where I live? You know
Say
where I
some,
live?
say some shit.
Are you threatening a police officer?
Do not tuck me the back. My wrist hurt already. Let go of them. They are. Let go. Let go. So let go then. Say some shit, man. Say some shit. Say some
That ass, bro. He's on his Kanye timing.
seen my
Hating Jews.
first son since 6 fucking months. You.
He can't make his mind up, Neon.
You gotta be quiet. This is an ER with sick people, okay?
I get that.
And there's people next door. There's an old lady next door.
And you act like I don't get that.
Well, then I would ask that because you get that you treat them with respect by not
And
screaming.
I haven't been.
You've been screaming profanities from this room.
For what? The past
I walked across
10
the
seconds?
ER from over there to here.
10 seconds, he says.
I don't know how long it's been. but
10
it's been
seconds?
More than 1 second. So
10
we're
seconds?
not talking. So okay.
Oh, you're done.
Let me know if you
So
want
fuck
anything
you.
from me.
I hope you know there's cameras on y'all. We're doing this,
There
we're
are.
doing this.
It's right
You're
here.
right. So f***ing undo me and do that as your f***ing job. Otherwise, shut the f*** up. I don't give a
It does kind of look like a hockey helmet.
about this. I'm not a f***ing transsexual.
What the
I have
fuck does that
balls,
even? What the fuck does he mean by that? What the fuck does he mean by that?
Come on now. I will be
I need to-
balls. Not a f***ing transsexual. I have a f***ing balls, like. Come on now. I will be cooperative, and if I act cooperative, taste in my mouth. I don't care about you. You seem super strict about some shit, and you look gay as f***, so I'm not even gonna bring you into this shit. But y'all two are the ones that have the say in it. So if y'all, just come on, my balls need to f***ing breathe now.
Maybe he thinks they wouldn't believe him before. Maybe they just like. Which thing is technically a slur? No, don't say it. I guess hyphenate it or just indicate it, like what letter it started with.
Understand though?
I ain't going nowhere.
I get that. You've been chill with us for a little bit now. But understand that if you do start to act up again, the whole thing's going down.
Is it? I don't think that's a slur.
I need your help, man. Thank you, though. I pay your taxes.
You pay my taxes, I wish.
You're right, I do. I'm a tax.
Pretty sure that's just a synonym for transgender. The word that he used.
I'm just saying. I pay your taxes.
Are you sure about
Yeah,
that?
probably.
Hold on. Now I'm looking it up.
Dude, imagine that happening. Imagine you're with a girl and she just goes, what the hell?
Pretty sure. Hold on. Wait, I found Reddit. Reddit is the answer. The top comment says yes and no. So that's great. Many who don't see it as a slur per se still dislike it due to history. That sounds like a sexuality. Some trans people identify as transsexual. It's often used by trans medical people who view being transgender as a medical condition. Oh.
Honestly, if she bamboozled.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it's held and seen as derogatory, that's kind of the definition of a slur. But according to what I just saw, in general, a lot of transgender people find it to be offensive, but it can be used as a term when regarding sex and not gender, as in, like, if you're, like, intersex, I guess, is what that would mean. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of scanned it. I didn't want to read the whole thing because it was long and we're kind of doing something unrelated, but that's good to know. I didn't know that that word could be seen as offensive. The more you know.
With that, you want me to cause a f***ing scene? I will cause a f***ing scene.
You already
I will
have.
cause a f***ing scene in 30 seconds, if not flat. I don't like him.
You like me?
No, he's definitely not.
What happened?
Trash.
I just didn't know that there
My
was a
truck is
derogatory
bought and
context.
paid for. F*** the truck, dude. All I care is for anybody else on the scene. Anybody else. That's besides my kids. Anybody else that had anybody, he, she, it, transvestite, whatever
Okay,
you claim
Jesus
it nowadays.
Christ.
It's f***ed up.
What are you talking about?
There's a lot more than he and she. Dude, I'm supposed to get my license back.
Wait, maybe he's woke, Chad. The way it cuts after that, he says, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "There's a lot more than he and she."
It's his personality.
Maybe he's woke. Maybe he's just hiding his wokeness by being a Nazi.
You ready for this? It's been 5 years. You ready for this? I'm about to call you Matilda. You ever seen the movie Matilda? Yeah, because you're Jewish. But anyways, you ever seen the movie?
His fucking reaction. Have you ever seen Matilda? Yeah, cause you're Jewish. Like, what? What?
Matilda? Yeah, because you're Jewish. But anyways.
His reaction, he's like, okay.
You ever seen the movie Matilda?
I've seen it.
Dog, it's been 6 years since I've actually possessed and owned my license.
Sorry to hear that.
For you,
What does that have to do with Matilda?
Mr. Gooden, right?
That's one way to pronounce it. So,
How do you pronounce it then?
that's not long, no, it's just Gooden.
It's just Gooden.
Gooden, yep.
What's the difference between Gooden and Gooden?
That sounds like you're pronouncing it with a German accent, I guess. I don't know.
I'm in German. Are you f***ing dumb or are you dumb?
Next one is a ticket for failure to...
Sounds like you're pronouncing it with a German accent. Well, I'm fucking German. What are you, dumb or are you dumb?
Install an IID device that ignition your
Well,
license.
obviously, I'm supposed to f***ing reinstate on the 19th, bro.
Mandatory period.
On the 19th. And you want me to f***ing reinstate when?
Same thing, it's a mandatory court date.
Bro, you're just, like, you sound stupid
Then
right
you
now.
have a citation for failure to keep
I
a vehicle under
I wish I
control.
could see him reacting to all this footage after the fact when he's sober.
Obviously trying to piss me the f*** off.
This one
Like
is
in
an
court or
optional
something.
appearance. You can pay.
It's not optional. It's f***ing
Otherwise, if you
doable.
want to go to court, that's your court date.
Dude, this is just pissing me the f*** off because I know all of this was mandatory to begin with.
After the blood draw was complete, Nathan finally seemed to calm down and agreed to walk out to the squad car. However, he soon began to lose his shit again.
When we walk outside, there's going to be a row of squad cars. It's going to be the last one.
That's fine. I don't want this beetle nose following us.
Wow. Wow.
Before I judo kick you in your
Alright, Nate. Hey.
You want to lose that f***ing sore on your nose or what? I will catch
Jesus
another
Christ, man.
charge just for you following.
We made it this far, my man.
That's what I thought. Off. Can I get a cigarette before we go anywhere? You got like my vape?
I don't have your vape. I'm sorry, man.
You got a vape?
I do not vape, unfortunately.
it. Here we go. Let's do 12 years. Can I put him in front of me, bro?
Let's do 12 years, baby.
No. Hey. Just let me do it, man. Come on, man. They're hurting, dude. All right, They've been hurting for like. I'm not doing anything special. Nate. I'm not gonna harm you in any way.
We're not doing that right now. All right.
God, bro.
Slip them back.
For real?
Yep, for real.
All right, let me get out then. Jesus, dude. Just let me put him in front of me for. It's like what? A 2-minute ride, dude.
Exactly. It's a 2-minute ride. Hey.
Jesus, dog. I'm stuck on the seat belt. Ow. Ow. Drop me. Just drop me.
Let me go. Like a dramatic team because he's fucking slammed out of his mind.
Let me go. Back up.
His blood alcohol content's probably like a fucking 0.16.
I told you the back. I fucking got. You're Jesus. You're still breaking my. Yo.
I want to see the breathalyzer. I want to know what his BAC is.
Let me go. I still have to do.
Do you want to go back in the wrap?
Yes, I still have to do the other fucking leg, yo. Stop.
You're going in the front.
No, I'm doing the other leg, and you're gonna bring me back to the back, yo. Your body cam's on. Your body cam's on. And your body cam's on. Stop and release me. You're hurting
0.3
me.
minimum.
You're hurting me. Stop.
Crazy.
Stop.
Just 3%.
Get
His
off my
blood
underwear.
alcohol content's fucking 5.
It's all on
5.2.
camera, you dumb, stupid. But all of a sudden I can't fucking breathe, right? Right. I still can't
Jesus
breathe.
Christ.
You a see, you lucky I don't spit in your face. Just know I know where you live.
He's made sure we know that a few times. 7.63.
Dodge my fucking eyes.
It's just like 90.
All 4 of y'all.
97.
Upon arriving at the jail,
His
the staff
blood is
took him
just
directly
fucking
into a holding
vodka.
cell.
I think adding threats to LE would be appropriate. Did he say more in the car or what? Yeah. We're just going to carry him upstairs. Super intoxicated.
Thank you. That's all I need. I can stand by myself. Yes, I can. You got a problem with it?
You can't stand up.
I can stand up. You got a problem with it?
Like your ankle.
Ugly ass d- You got a problem with it? I can stand the up. You look like a tranny. Don't
Jesus Christ.
You just mad you can't do the exact same. You're not
Jesus
grabbing
Christ.
my wrist. You look like O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson looking at us. Come
Yeah,
on,
fuck
get
O.J.
off my
Simpson.
foot. Come on, O.J. You want to be a man? Do a man's job then.
Yeah,
Wait, you got a problem with it?
Which person is he saying looks like O.J. Simpson?
Roll me over, why don't you? It only took 6 of ya. 10 years later, you ain't doing shit with them. That's 7 people on 1.
Are you gonna cuff his feet?
Resisting, yo.
Nathan, stop resisting.
Yo, bro. I ain't done shit.
You have a taser on you?
I don't give
If you continue to resist, I will tase you.
So tase me then.
I have a taser on you. If you continue
I
to
don't
resist,
give a
I will tase you.
I will break it on your CEO's face. Try me. I will break it on his face.
Stop resisting right now.
Keep biting it then. I'm gonna break it on his face.
You're trying to.
I don't give a f. You keep biting it that way.
Just tase him.
Break it on all y'all.
Taser, taser, taser. Zzz.
Try me. Try me. Try me.
Stop resisting
Do it
right now.
one more time.
Oh, maybe she did tase him and that was just him
As a
reacting
result
to it.
of the shitfest, Nathan was charged with
Shitfest.
felony counts of operating while intoxicated, 4th offense, battery threat to an officer, bail jumping, misdemeanor counts of resisting obstructing an officer, disorderly conduct, operating while revoked, failure to install ignition interlock device, and bail jumping. He was eventually released on a $500 cash bond, only to be arrested again 3 months later with
A $500 cash bond? A $500 cash bond? For 4 felonies and 5 misdemeanors? Am I stupid or is that fucking ridiculous?
similar charges. Regarding this OWI incident, as of September 2024, he was found guilty after entering a no contest plea to 2 felony counts.
Okay.
All remaining charges were dismissed but read in. Ultimately, Nathan was sentenced to 18 months in state prison,
18
3 years
months
of extended supervision, and 18 months of probation. As part of his conditions, he is also required to write an apology letter to one of the arresting officers. Head over to codebluecam.com.
That's funny that you could be required to write a fucking apology letter, like, legally. That's really funny. Alright, let's check out the fucking donkey one that you were talking about. Cops take down drunk cowboy twice in 1 week? Wait a minute. I didn't clock that the first time I read it. Alright, chat. This seems like this will be a banger. It's only 22 minutes. It's not as long. It's quite a bit shorter.
Oh, hold on. No, don't leave. You're fleeing the scene. You're fleeing.
You're
if you
fleeing
go,
the scene.
I'm going to arrest you.
The accents do not shock me even remotely.
You're not on a horse, bro. When you're told to stop by police, you're supposed to fucking stop. Are you that stupid? You can't figure it out?
You ain't no cowboy. I am.
It's a cloudy afternoon in Murray, Kentucky, where one man is about to take police on a wild ride for the second
Yeah, fourth
time
offense is
in a week.
insane. And the fourth offense was his, it was the operating while intoxicated, right? That was his fourth offense of operation while intoxicated?
My mule home, dog. I just got it.
Okay. Can you come down and talk to me for just a second?
No. No.
Yeah,
Come on,
not
man.
very
Hey,
shocking.
Stop.
No,
Dude,
sir.
stop.
Sir, no, sir.
Stop right now.
Go home.
Listen, just step down here and talk to me now.
Sir, I'd love to talk to you, but I'm not getting down.
Well, come over here and talk to me then.
Okay, yes, sir. I'll talk to you. But no,
That's
sir.
crazy.
Back up, dude. No, sir.
Dude, I just want to talk to you. Why are you trying to run away?
Because I don't trust you guys, man.
Why?
You hurt me. Because you tased the shit out of me, man. I don't like you guys.
I didn't do shit, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Then I'll be cool with you. Be cool with me.
Okay, then come over here and talk to me.
I'm standing right here and talk to you, sir.
Come over here, man.
Oh, this was recent. Wait, when was this video uploaded? Because this was uploaded 2 months ago. Shit.
Can I see your identification, please?
I don't have any, dude. They took it away from me.
Who's they?
You guys.
What you didn't do with this?
No, you guys are okay. I'm not okay in general, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. Mule psychology said I had to ride my mule away from the dog pound. I'm putting him in a trailer and I'm taking him home.
Police identify the suspect seen here as 39-year-old Jonathan Mason after a caller reported he was allegedly riding the mule while intoxicated.
Where's the trailer at? Dog, just right here and hide over me, okay? I promise.
Hold on, you can't. They don't want you.
I'm not trying to leave, brother.
No,
Just can't get close to me and hurt me, okay? I'm sorry.
Here's the deal.
Yes, sir.
Here's the deal.
Yes, sir.
We got a call
For what?
that you're still intoxicated.
No, sir. I have not.
So that's all I want to
Sir, I
do.
have not had a drink today.
Okay, and that's all I need to do is confirm that, and you're on your way.
Certainly, buddy. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's all I want to do.
No problem.
Can I come over here and check your eye? That's all I'm gonna do.
Dog,
Check your eye.
Can you
close to me and hurting me.
can you hop off, tie him, and then
No, sir. No, sir. I'm not getting down, sir. No, sir.
then we'll have to come up to you.
I'm gonna go to the trailer and I'll put him in the trailer, okay?
Where's the trailer at?
Just over here at Heiberger, guys.
Oh, hold on. No, don't leave. You're fleeing the scene.
You're fleeing
You're
the scene.
fleeing. If you go, I'm going to arrest you. Hey, you're going to be arrested.
I like this guy. All right, let's arrest him.
You're going to be arrested. You're under arrest, sir.
Goobery. That's what we call it. We call it goobery. What the fuck is this goobery?
Jonathan takes off on hoof, and the chase is on. Let's rewind to just 2 days before when we discover this incident is far from the 39-year-old's first rodeo.
Officer, this guy. I had to get my clothes, man. God damn, dude.
You can leave out where it's at, boss.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, you can leave out where it's at.
No, sir.
Yeah, stop.
No, sir. My wife. No, sir.
You only get your ID.
No, sir. I don't have an idea about money, buddy.
Stop.
No, sir.
Stop.
No, sir.
Stop.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Stop.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
drop
I
it.
said nothing wrong. No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Drop
No,
it.
sir. No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir. No, sir.
Drop it.
I'm trying to leave. No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir. I'm trying to leave.
Drop it.
No, sir.
Stop.
No, sir. No, sir.
Stop.
No, sir.
You're done.
No, sir.
You're done. Now you got a bigger issue.
No, sir. Please. No, sir. Don't do anything. No, sir. This is worse. No, sir. You're making this worse.
Be responsible with alcohol, chat. always be responsible with alcohol.
No, sir, Tony.
You're putting in
No, sir, Tony.
60, step it up.
No, sir, Tony.
Drink in
sir,
moderation.
No, sir, I don't know.
Or not at
no,
all,
Sir.
if that's
no,
more
sir.
your vibe.
No, sir.
Put this man in
no,
a spot
sir.
too,
I'm
dog.
not putting him in a spot. No, sir.
Fucking hell, Lucas. Great timing there. Holy shit. Yeah, the mule is very trained. Very properly trained, impressive, but
No, sir.
We're not going to talk.
No, sir.
108 Murray, clear the station.
Great
10-3,
timing, man.
60, step it up.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Well,
he's not even saying anything anymore. What do you mean, no, sir? No, sir. No, sir.
Me and you are going to become really good friends
That's
for
cool,
the next
buddy. We
few
can be
minutes.
friends. We can be friends, buddy.
We could be friends. We could be
Well,
friends.
if I can tell you to do something, you better do it.
Buddy. I've done nothing wrong. This place asked me to leave.
Well, now you're drunk out here being an asshole. I got to put my hands on you. Shut up.
Very limited. No, sir. Drink.
He ain't going nowhere.
No, sir.
Mule.
Right here. No, sir. No,
That's Kentucky, bro.
Let go of the horse, bro.
That's Kentucky.
Let go of it.
No, sir. No, sir.
Put him in a predicament,
No,
dog.
sir.
Yeah, man.
No, sir.
Yeah, no.
That's my horse.
Bro.
My horse. That's it. No, sir. It's my horse.
Put him in a
No,
spot.
sir. It's my horse. No, sir. It's my horse.
Stop fighting us.
Is it a horse or a mule?
Stop fighting us or you will be tased.
Jonathan is tased twice.
Oh,
before
no.
Police are finally able to get him in handcuffs. Let's continue.
Stop fighting us.
Sir, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you.
There's a guy in a Christmas sweater. I didn't even clock that.
I'm not fighting you.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm not fighting you.
Put your other hand
Stop taking
behind
me,
your
sir.
back. Put your hand behind your
I
back.
would love to.
Put it
I
behind your
can't.
back.
I'd love to.
Would love
Behind
to.
your back.
I would
Now.
love to. I
What's
would
up,
love
Dank?
to. I cannot, sir. Y'all are on me and tasing me. Oh, I cannot. Oh, God. Ow, dude, I have bad shoulders. Bad shoulders. How about
What's happening? This guy is like drunkenly operating a mule. Not a car, a mule. Damn, that's crazy. And yeah, he's gotten arrested twice within 3 days or 2 days.
Sir, I've been
This is
trying
the
to.
first time. We got a flashback. We're gonna go back to
Sir, I've been
the
trying to.
second time.
Sir, I've been trying to.
I don't think that's what the
Sir, I
crime
can't-
is. I think it's just like kind of public intoxication, probably. They didn't really specify, but I don't know.
Sir, I can't breathe.
We are not on you.
Sir, I can't breathe. Sir, I can't breathe.
We are not on you.
He does have very
All your
limited
lungs.
vocabulary,
Thank
though.
you.
It is a
Thank
crime.
you. You guys
I mean,
hold
I
on
kind of
back.
figured you wouldn't be allowed to
Incorrect.
operate
You can breathe. Shut up.
an animal
No,
of
no.
transportation
Put your other
while
hand
under the
behind your
influence.
back.
Gladly, dude. Gladly.
What's that?
Oh, wow, man. You guys just fired me for no reason. That was awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, God.
Appreciate it.
So, guys, I have bad shoulders. Can I please don't have my fucking hands behind my back?
No, they're staying behind your back.
Oh, that's actually a good point, Storm.
I am. Here's the deal. I'll roll you to your side.
You a fraud.
Sir,
You
what
ain't
are you
no
doing?
cowboy.
No.
Gentlemen,
No.
no, I have done nothing wrong, sir.
Bring his leg in. Bring your legs in.
Sir.
Listen to us.
Sir, will you please listen to me if I listen to you?
Stand up.
Hold on, hold on. I can't catch my breath.
Who
I
killed
gotta
you
catch my
today
breath.
in
I gotta
Fortnite,
catch my
Neon?
breath.
Stand up.
I gotta catch my breath. Y'all just tasing the out of me. I gotta catch my breath.
I gotta catch my breath.
I
He really repeats himself a fucking lot.
I gotta catch my breath.
That was the person's
I'm
username.
having a stroke.
LeBron Slimy Dick.
Onlookers cheer on
I'd
police
report him.
as they escort Jonathan to a patrol car.
Nothing
This
screams Kentucky more than cheering on the police. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me when I've lied.
Claim cowboy is not done talking yet.
Stay behind your back. Be quiet. Sir, no, sir, I will not.
No, I can't stand the danger.
Correct. Yes, sir.
He was
Never found him funny.
thinking he was unhitching his horse.
I just reported
and I
for being
told him to
unfunny.
stop.
Over 7 years
Yeah,
old.
standing
And he
ovation
said,
is
"Let the horse
crazy.
go." He
That's
said,
Kentucky, bro.
He said, "No,
They
I will
love
not."
their cops
No,
in
sir, I
Kentucky.
would not let go of my mule, so he tackled me.
Yeah, Dank, yes. Kentucky is the person who made KFC, yes.
No, sir. Stay down. No, sir. Quit yelling at me.
No,
You're a
sir.
nice guy, but I'm a nice guy too. Stop. Really? So no.
Are you now?
So no. Now you're restricting my breathing. Gentlemen, I cannot breathe. Gentlemen, I'm going to die when I'm stoked.
I need a fucking haircut, chat.
I've done nothing wrong. I was asked to leave. I was leaving. The guy
That's
had
true.
my coat.
That's a good point.
Sir, I waited while the gentleman get my coat. I'm leaving, sir. I have to leave, gentlemen. Gentlemen, I'm trying to leave. Anywhere. Gentlemen, this is ridiculous. If you guys got nothing better to do. Not ridiculous, sir. Yes, sir, it is. Gentlemen.
Next, officers check in with one witness who explains what allegedly happened.
Contact Animal Control or Murray State. We may need them. We're going to have to transport a horse.
So maybe they can help. I don't know.
It's a great question, Dank. I ask myself that every day. That's what I think about when I'm trying to fall asleep.
I went home, did a dinner break.
You're probably right about that, Neon. They keep referring to it as a horse, so now I don't even fucking know. It doesn't look like a horse, though. It looks like a fucking mule.
I walked in, and my server was like, "Can I talk to you really quick?" And I was like, "Sure." Came outside, and I realized this guy's a handful. Go back in, and she's like, "I need to talk to you right now." And I was like, "Okay, what's up?" She's like, "That guy is like walking around the bar. He, I guess, approached 2 different tables and was just being aggressive." And he was standing back outside. I think he kind of knew what he did. And I was outside.
Between
kinda
Twitch and
like,
YouTube,
"What?"
we have 9 people in here right now. Pretty fucking good. If you haven't already hit that sub button and like the stream. Now, please. Thanks. Thanks so much. We're almost at 600. Run that shit up. Yeah, it is the Christmas sweater guy. It's the guy you were talking about.
You know, when I come back outside, he was like looking guilty. So I'm like, okay, I'm sure whatever they're saying is accurate. I go back in one more time, and he comes back in the bar and just cracks the whip right inside the bar. Like
He cracked. I'm sorry. He cracked a whip inside the bar. That's what he fucking did? Did they say that and I just missed that? That's fucking insane.
Christmas lights down, everything, and like the whole bar just was like, I mean, the whole place stopped. It was like, what the was that? So I just walked right up to him. I said, "Hey man, we have to go." And I called you guys before he really escalated because
whip.
I could just feel it, man.
What was the
But he was out
conversation?
here cracking the whip. Like I was afraid he was gonna hit me with it. I couldn't tell if he was gonna hit me with it or not.
What was the conversation when I was getting out of the
Is
car?
this the average
No,
day in
it's-
America? I can't vouch for all of America. Maybe this is an average day in Kentucky. But like Arizona and New York? No. But I think this is probably what it probably happens on a daily basis in Kentucky and like Alabama, Arkansas, you know.
Gentleman was like,
That guy
Daily occurrence.
was sitting at a table with his wife eating dinner, and he walked up and started saying like hitting on her. And they're like, this is not a bar right now, it's a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, we still got families in there eating. So he was, I guess, I didn't realize, I hadn't even gone back in to be like, okay, who?
You're right about that, Storm.
And so he came out pissed off and was standing there going, "You need to get out of here sooner," you know. And he was just out here, and he was just antagonizing us. You know what I'm saying?
How many times would you say that he was told to leave?
5.
Half a dozen?
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
You heard that right. The witness tells police Jonathan allegedly cracked a whip in the business before being kicked out.
Hey, I want to thank Upside for sponsoring this body cam. Upside is a...
All right, we're going to skip the sponsor, but you get to see it, so there you go. Where I live, the average day is go to school, go home, go to the gym, see a homeless person twerking on the side of the road, play games, eat dinner, go to bed. One of those things is not like the other. You play games after the gym?
Yeah, because I reread the question because that was one of the ones where it was like my TA didn't grade that question, but I heard like that question in particular, like people just didn't read the question.
One sec, chat.
Yeah, there was that, and then question 3, I got fucking 5 points off because I literally just didn't read the question fully. Like, dude, I actually could have got like a 90-something if I just read that question properly. Because, like, as soon as I reread it, I was like, dude.
Alright. We're gonna skip your sponsorship, but I showed it enough so people know what you're promoting.
It sucks losing points on dumb shit like that. Especially since I left early, like I had no excuse.
Alright, chat. I want to go back to the original one where we just kind of fucking dipped. If you don't see Daily Crackhead, you aren't living right. I mean, I'm on a college campus, so I don't see that. And the Daily Crackhead is, say, maybe a mile or two. Less than a mile from my home. But I live in it's not a gated community. It just looks like a gated community. It's separate, though. It's its own thing, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you can't get anywhere other than the neighborhood through the neighborhood, if you get what I'm saying. But there are definitely some crackheads not too far from my home.
I'm very compliant. I'm very compliant.
Very compliant. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm very no, sir. Make up your mind, brother.
Let me step this minute. This guy has my back up and jacked me up bad, okay? He takes the dog out of me. I'm not in.
Yeah, no, I'm not like in a city. I'm not in a city. Suburbs are where you're like, yeah, if you travel a little bit, you'll get the crack. It depends on what kind of suburb, though. There's a wide variety of very different genres of suburb in New York. Trust me. I've seen a lot of them.
It's very loud. Mike, it's very loud. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say this one time,
yes, sir.
And that's it.
Sir.
If you want to come to the hospital, we're going to stand you to your feet, help you onto the gurney, and we'll move to the ambulance.
And
but if I can give you a
fist bump, I would.
I know.
You know what? Hey, I'm getting up.
But ready?
Hey, fist bump.
There you go.
All right. Fist bump.
Turn over and sit. Just lay on your side. I got somebody dealing with the horse. I don't know.
Jonathan is taken to the hospital and medically cleared to go to jail.
Medically
hear from him
cleared
again.
to go to jail.
Y'all ever see Young Guns?
See number 2?
Seen what?
Young Guns.
Yeah. What?
Damn,
Young
Neon.
Guns. The movie. Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, let's walk with him. I've never seen it.
No, you shouldn't. Hey,
Mr.
dog,
Mason.
I ain't trying to be rude. Hold on. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Time out. Time out, boys. I'm sorry. My shafts are falling down. Time out, boys. I ain't trying
Time
to be
out,
rude.
boys.
I like to have a cigarette. And I like to put my shafts up when I fall down. See? Dog, you've been cool with me. Yeah. I ain't trying to like get you to touch my dick or nothing, okay?
Hold on, if it's down there.
Hey, it is.
It's down there. I mean, that's...
It is. As long as
Well, they're just gonna make you take them over.
you know, and they can. That's okay.
That's gonna be loaded.
It's okay.
Can I have a cigarette while I sit out here? Really? Man, I've been arrested before.
Yeah, that
Hey, let me
makes
have a
sense.
cigarette.
No, that's not it.
Because you're a sweetheart.
Appreciate it, sir.
No problem.
City bus stops are kind of where
Sir.
that shit happens.
Let's go.
I'm f***ing Russian.
Let's go.
I almost read that as twerkers
Jesus,
again.
man. You don't shit like cowboys,
I think
do you?
tweaking is spelled
Let's
T-W-E-A-K,
Let's go.
not E-E.
Unit 10. Let's go.
Not to fact check you, but I did misread it almost twice because you spelled it with two E's. And you're fucking me up here, man.
Let me buckle. Hey, buddy, handle that. Hand me that right there. Hey, brother.
Fucking me
hand
up
me that
here,
right
man.
there. No, right there, that buckle. That buckle. Let's gotta go with this. I can't. Guys have been handcuffed. Help a guy out.
We are. We're telling
Guys,
you.
I've been handcuffed. I think they know.
I do it all myself.
That's the only thing you got to do right now.
I think they're aware that they handcuffed him. Pretty sure they're the ones who did it last time I fucking checked.
And you'll have to drag me.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm
Done
wrong.
that once.
Yeah, because you're.
Well, that's a matter of perspective.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
you
mine
did.
matters more than yours.
It looks so bad at the end of the day. Which sucks, because that's when I fucking stream. You got a new pair of pants that I do.
He's almost there. I give him about 5 seconds.
Yo, like your boy pants? Wait a minute. Subscribe?
Oh, Matt. I'm trying to like 5
Like
seconds.
cargos?
Like, dog.
I love cargo pants.
Hold on. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Hey, Matt. Can you pull yourself on my... God, Matt. Oh, stop, Matt.
we get to get back
Jonathan
to his...
is whisked away to
we
jail.
we do get back
2
to his
days
next-
later,
Yep.
Get off the horse right now. You're going to taste again. Get off the horse right now. You're going to taste again. Get off the horse now. Get your off the horse now.
Jesus Christ. 12 pockets? Holy
Do
shit.
not reach for that gun. Do not reach for the gun right now.
He's about to reach for a weapon?
Don't hurt me, please. Turn around. Turn around now. Turn around. Who's got cuffs? I got him right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ, he's about to reach for a fucking gun? What a dumb.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Stop resisting. I'm not resisting, sir. I'm not resisting, sir. I'm not resisting, sir.
Right here.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Ow,
Holy shit, he actually
Yep, it's right here.
his fucking
Ow,
arm.
you're hurting me again. Ow. Ow.
10-15, Murray.
Ow. Ow.
He had a yes sir to his fucking... Holy fuck. He's learning.
I keep a pocket knife in this pocket. In my jeans, guys. It's in my jeans. Guys. I just took it. Ow, you're hurting me, sir.
Yeah, well, do that.
No, I told you I was bringing my mule to the trailer where he was safe.
And I said you were under arrest. Stop.
Yes, sir. And I
You
had
chose
to
not
take
to.
my mule to the trailer.
You chose to
Yes,
leave.
sir.
All you had to do was talk to us for a second, buddy. That's all you had to do.
No, sir, I tried to talk to you, sir.
No, you didn't. You
Yes,
took off,
yes,
buddy.
I did. It's over there in front of the news people, dog. Come on. I hope they were videotaping.
Oh, you got a lot of publicity for this. That's
Yeah,
what you wanted.
Murray don't like cowboys. I see that. I was just
I
trying
wouldn't
to...
consider you a cowboy, whatever.
We don't like drunk idiots that run from the police.
Dog, I wanted to talk to you people, but not...
Okay, roll this way a little bit.
Y'all just hurt me out of my belly.
I want to be a
It hurts.
cowboy,
It hurts.
baby.
It hurts, guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Dog, I'm trying to. Stop hurting me.
It hurts, guys. Shut the
Please
fuck
stop
up.
hurting me. Guys, please stop hurting me. Guys, please stop hurting me.
Oh my god, the repetition is pissing me off. Guys, please stop hurting me. Guys, please stop hurting me.
At the jail, take my boots off, okay?
Yeah, he's got the fucking spurs.
I
I
know.
guess he is actually riding a
Yeah, no,
fucking
you
animal,
got
so I
it.
guess
Yeah,
having the
can you
spurs
guys
on
pick
his
up my
boots
change? I
actually
ain't got no
kinda
money,
makes
man.
sense.
Man, I ain't got no money, guys. Come on, I need my 20 cents.
It sucks for you.
That must suck.
There's his whip.
You want me to untie that, bro? I
Nope,
will.
got it.
Okay,
I'm about to
thanks.
cut it, actually.
Please don't cut my whip. It's expensive, dog. Thank you for not cutting it. Dog, I was
Thank you for not cutting it.
It's not a horse, bro.
When
It's a
you're
mule.
told to stop by
It's
police,
not-
you're
it's
supposed to
not a
fucking
horse,
stop. Are you
bro,
that
it's a
stupid you
mule.
can't figure it out?
I told you guys, are you that stupid? I was getting my mule to the trailer where he was safe. Y'all just made, it's buttons, bro. It's just buttons.
Buttons.
Okay, you don't
Okay.
tell me what everything is. I can clearly
Dog,
see
I was
what's
just
going
trying
on.
to be helpful.
Dog, I like
Just
how
trying to be
he's
helpful.
using dog a lot. Like, he doesn't seem like
I
he
got a
use
bunch of
dog
taser
in his
marks on my back
vocabulary.
from
but he
just the other
said it a
night. You guys
lot.
tased the shit out of me. Sorry, man. I got a little nervous,
Fuck
man.
around,
I just,
find out, dude.
dude, see the attitude, man.
No, man.
Attitude.
Listen, all you had to do is
Dude,
stop.
and
I was wanting to work with you.
dude, totally, man. I
I
want to
don't.
work with you guys
He
too.
doesn't even seem drunk. He seems like he's like on methamphetamines.
I promise.
Dead
I
ass.
promise.
See if you're okay.
Have you been drinking?
No,
today?
sir.
Let me just, while I got you here, let me check.
Scared of
Please
America.
do, sir.
Watching this
So
video,
wait.
I really can't fucking blame you, man.
Okay, yeah, you've been drinking.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes,
I have
sir.
brain damage like a mother. I've been out there
I have brain
getting
damage
a
like a
trailer, dog. I'm
motherfucker.
nasty from it was stuck.
Hey, mine's got to do better.
Hey. You haven't been drinking at all?
No, sir.
Shout out to Storm for the video suggestions.
The
by
officer
way.
gets a breathalyzer machine.
got a WJCS
and puts
video, and
Jonathan's
these two
claim
have
of
been
not
pretty fucking
drinking
good,
to the
too.
test.
Well, this officer told you if you don't stop, you're going to be placed under arrest.
You tried to jerk me off my mule, dog, and I couldn't let you get close. I could not let
I'm
you hurt
sorry.
me or my.
Hold on.
You tried to jerk me off.
Well, this officer told you if you don't stop, you're going to be placed under arrest.
You tried to jerk me off my mule.
Oh, I didn't time it right. When you say jerk me off in sequence, sequentially, you don't expect anything to follow off. You tried to jerk me off my mule. See, that makes sense. But you couldn't have phrased it any worse. Why say jerk me off? Why say jerk? You didn't need to use the word jerk. Knock me off my mule? Because you had me thinking some crazy shit for a second. There's no need to say jerk me off my mule. Because I just think you're going to say jerk me off.
Mule, dog, and I couldn't let you get close.
You tried to jerk me off.
I could not let you hurt me or my animal, sir.
All I was going to do was check your eyes, see if you were
Dog.
okay. Okay, blow. Just big blow. Constant. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Keep going, keep going. Okay, that's good.
Will we read?
Thanks, sir.
Zeros?
Zeros.
Yes, sir. I've been drinking dog Capones.
Well, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Ain't no problem, man.
Methamphetamines.
Did you have brain damage? That
Yes,
could
sir.
be the nystagmus.
Dead ass.
Jonathan passes the breathalyzer test and avoids a donkey DUI, but he's
A
not
donkey
exactly off the hook.
You want to have a sit in there and take his boots off?
Dog, I can't get my boots off after this. I'm comfortable trying to get my boots off, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, ma'am, I was just trying to get home to my trailer.
All right, come on. I'm just gonna let him take my food jail.
Can you please, Emily, will you please let him take my meal home instead of putting it back in the
Come on, man.
Goddamn, I'm trying, dog. Please don't be so pushy.
Well, get your ass in the car.
Yes, sir. Emily, and if I may,
Get in the car. I'll roll the window down so you can talk to her, okay?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Gladly.
Emily. Emily.
You want to talk to him?
In a second.
Okay.
Moments
Emily.
later, one
Emily.
investigator shares some insight into the suspect.
Methamphetamines.
It's Mule.
Whatever.
His name is Beat.
Same as what?
Beat. Average Idaho resident. I mean, it's Kentucky. I think he's the average Kentucky resident.
Beat.
Zeets?
Deet.
Deets.
It's a very nice
How you
mule.
spelling it?
D-E-E-T.
Deets.
So
like
he's
a
charged
lonesome
with
dove.
cruelty
Oh, Deets. Oh, it's the name of the fucking mule. Okay.
for beating the hell out of a horse. Or a mule, whatever the heck it is.
He is?
Yeah.
All right, can you get that horse taken from, or that mule taken
That's
from
what Bevel's talking. Well, Bevel's the one who charged him. So he goes before a judge apparently tomorrow. And I said, let the judge say that we have to keep it, because if we have to keep it, that's thousands of dollars on the county.
Have you
Because
met people like this before?
Murray PD is the one that charged him. I did.
Hey, buddy.
Yes.
Can I please take this sweater off? I'm burning the f*** up.
How about if I just leave the door open?
Thank you. That'll work, man. Thank you. Hey,
That's
Emily.
concerning me, Alan. You're not making a good case for the United States of America. So
Yes, sir.
I can't say you encounter people like that in New York.
They told me that for mule psychology, I need to ride that mule off.
But when they tell you to stop, you gotta stop, man.
Yeah, I know,
Regardless.
darling, but I was scared they were going to hurt me because they just did.
Well,
And I just
that's
wanted
how
to
you
make
get
sure-
hurt, is running.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to make sure my mule got to that trailer. And they told me, hey, Emily.
So, where are we
they told me
going with
that
it?
they showed up and they had a call that I'd been drinking.
Okay. All right.
He's gonna take it.
They said that they got a call that I had been drinking.
That's not. That's
No,
you're not.
I
Yeah.
called him and told
fair
him that
enough.
you were messed up because you're hiring a kite.
I'm not on the kite, man.
Are you
I
on
have brain
something?
damage.
I used to be a drug user. I know.
Man, that's cool. I have brain damage.
All right. I'm going to shut the door.
I used to be a drug user. I know. Yeah, that's cool. I have brain damage. What an interaction.
Please talk to me, bro. Please talk to me. Just a moment.
Hey.
Stand right there. Please here real good.
Can he wants to talk to you real quick.
Yeah, we'll come back to this channel for React someday
Emily
too.
called him and said that I was higher than a
I haven't done a
kite.
React stream in a while. These are
Hey,
fun.
you've been with me all morning.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
More fun than just watching YouTube.
I hate it. They rolled up on me and told me I've been drinking and it scared me, Coke. You know how it is.
Well,
It scared me. I had
all
to
right.
get
I'm
my
going to
mule
shut this
trimmed.
door.
Jonathan is facing multiple charges, including disorderly conduct, public intoxication, criminal trespassing, resisting arrest, fleeing police, and cruelty to animals. As for that mule,
Got a little excited there, didn't you, buddy? All that nonsense? Good boy. Good boy.
release safe and sound to a responsible adult.
There you go. Good ending for the mule. Good ending for the story. Good ending for the stream. See what I did there, chat? That was smooth as fuck, and you cannot fucking deny it. Thank you to everybody who tuned in today. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that sub button if you have. We're almost at 600 subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, so let's run that shit up. And that's all I really have for you for right now. And yeah. Okay, dang. You just have to ruin the outro. I was on a roll. I was going so smooth and you hit a fucking ooh. Get the fuck out of here with that. I'll see all of you, hopefully not dank, in the next one. Deuces.